What's up, everybody? Big Hurt 916, getting down fresh out. You know how we do it over here. I got a very interesting guest with me here today, Owen Hansen, the California kid. And man, he's got a hell of a story. And first off, I just want to jump right into it. Owen, man, Redondo Beach, USC, volleyball, football. How'd you get caught up with the Cartel, man? How'd you get involved with the Cartel?
Man, I'm not going to lie. The Cartel, they fell on my lap. I had an agent out of Mexico City, and he was a bookie for me. And I remember one day, this agent out of Mexico, he was a sub bookie, we call him, because I was running my sports betting operation. He says, "Hey, I got a VIP customer for you." I said, "All right, well, let's bring it." And next thing you know, this guy's betting like $10,000 a game. I'm like, "Man, you got a VIP customer. Let's see if he can pay." You know, like that's the hardest part. We got to win twice. You know, they got to lose, and then we got to collect it. He goes, "Don't worry, we're not going to have problems collecting it." And I remember come Monday, he was down like $220,000.
Damn.
Time to pay. And this sub bookie comes to me, and he brings me a duffel bag, $220,000, takes his cut, and I'm like, "Man, this is a good customer. You mind telling me who it is?" He goes, "Don't worry about it. It's none of your business." "All right, no worries, no worries." Next week, $400,000. Boom, gone.
Damn.
Give the agent half his commission, $200,000. $200,000 goes to the house. I'm like, God damn, this guy's paying like clockwork. I said, this is a dream customer. I said, you need to keep this customer happy. Whatever he needs, we will provide. Thanks. And I'm giving him 10% off his losses, $50,000 free play. This guy's just a loser. He can't win, you know. And then finally, week 3 comes around. It's Sunday night. There's a 5-team parlay, and I go, okay, this guy's finally going to crack me. You know, he needed the Raiders to cover the 3, and they won that game. And I remember I got on the phone real quick Sunday night, and I called this agent, and I said, "Hey, your dude, whoever he is, just hit us. He got us for like $280. I said, "Get your ass over here so I can give you the bag, and I want you to go Monday morning. I want you to pay him like clockwork, like he pays us, because in this business, if you pay someone on Monday, you're the man. Like you run a good operation." So he comes, and I give him that 280. It was 280,000. He goes, "Thanks." I said, "Monday morning, I want you up in his door in Mexico by 8 a.m. Right when he wakes up, I want you to go. Here you go, senor." And sure enough, he paid him on Monday. And fast forward to Tuesday, and I get a message from my sub bookie, and he says, "Hey, my uncle wants to speak to you." I'm like, "Your uncle?" He goes, "That's my customer." He's like, "That's my customer. It's my uncle." I said, what does he want to speak to me for? You're the bookie. He goes, "Oh, he likes how you do business." He says he's never had someone pay him on a Monday like that, and he was very impressed how you work.
Your boy knew already. He knew.
Oh, man. I said, whatever he wants. So next thing you know, he comes down, and this bookie brings me a phone. I'm like, "What the fuck's this?" And it was an encrypted phone. It was a Phantom encrypted phone. I'm like, what am I supposed to do?
Already right.
There's no microphone. There's no GPS. All it is an encrypted phone. These things are like $1,000 a month. And my uncle wants to communicate with you on it. I'm like, man, what did I get myself into?
You know, you asked, though, motherfucker. You been warned. You know what I'm saying?
And I remember the guys wrote in English, "Hey, Wedo, I like how you do business. Do you mind helping me out in California?" I'm like, "Helping you out? Sure. What do you need?" Like, you know, I'm ambitious. I'm going to help anybody out I can if there's money involved. He's like, "I got safe houses and stash houses throughout the United States, and sometimes I need to pay people." He says, "I see you work good, and I could tell you have a big organization because you paid me on Monday, and it was just a quick transaction, like it was nothing." He said, "You know, sometimes I need 100,000 here, $250,000 in North Carolina, sometimes $500,000 in Texas, wherever it may be. I need to pay people, and I need to pay them in cash." I'm thinking, well, I got agents all over, you know, the United States for the bookie business. So it's an easy transaction for me. He's like, "I'll pay you 10% on anything you do." So I'm like, fuck, that's easy. A phone call, Hey, Johnny, can you drop off $100,000 over here? Hey, Raul, can you drop off $250,000 North Carolina? It's like that. And I'm going to make 10%, no brainer. So I start doing that for him. And he's like, all right, here's your money plus your 10%. Where do you want it? Like that. I'm like, man, this guy does good business. And then the big question came. He said, hey, Wedo, do you think you can pick up $1 million in Texas for me? I'm like, pick up $1 million? Okay, what? I was just dropping off money for you. Now I'm picking it up. He goes, it's my turf. It's my rival turf. It's my rival's turf, he said. I said, oh, fuck. I said, I think I know what kind of business this guy's into. You know, if it's the rivals, okay, I'm thinking to myself, that's the Zetas over there, you know, at the time. And I'm thinking Texas, okay, that makes sense. He says, pick up 100 or pick up the
hold on, cuz. Pause.
100,000. I'm like,
I'm all into it, guy. I'm listening to
right,
this.
so look, all right, so they can tell you y'all doing business, you dropping, you dropping all bags from all that, and then one day he tell you, hey, I need you to pick up $1 million in Texas. When you normally drop money off to places, but this time he got you picking it up. What's going through your head? And are you gonna do it?
I'm gonna tell you this from the beginning, right? I would have had suspicions that this may be the cartel. Like me, if I'm the person now who I am now, and I'm in his position, like from the customers, from like the dude, who giving me the money from his uncle, you know what I'm saying? I would have looked at all that. I would have looked at like his race, all that shit, right? So,
right,
as much money as you playing, it's like, all right, it's not an athlete because you would have told me by now. You know what I'm saying? If he was an athlete, you'd be like, oh, this is my cousin such and such. I would have been able to meet him. That'd probably be my best friend at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You telling me that, all right, that's cool. If he's a actor or actress, you that's something you tell me because this is public information already. So you don't have nothing to hide. Oh, yeah, that's my cousin, you know, whoever.
Right.
Oh, that's your cousin, buddy. Yeah, boom. You telling me don't worry about that. It's good. I'm suspicious. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's got to be a top of the line drug deal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Top of the line. Now, when I get a phone call, encrypted, and I don't know what he was thinking. You know what I'm saying? He
encrypted phone. He gave me the
encrypted phone, and you still didn't put two and two together. You just like fuck it. I'm getting paid. He like fuck it. I'm getting paid. I don't give a fuck.
You know what? A lot of people would do that shit.
Like he ain't putting two together. I would have put two together and still fuck with it though. That's I'm not capping. There's no cap. There's no cap. I'm gonna still fuck with it. I ain't knocking it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I just know that I'm playing a dangerous game. You feel me? But the money good at 10%, all that. I'm still fucking with it.
Right.
But I wouldn't just be like unmindful like him. He's just like, okay, oh, this man got me dropping over this, that, and the third before woo. All right, that's cool. That's part of the business.
I think he really knew. He just didn't like it wasn't in the back of his mind. I feel like the whole time, even from the start of everything, he probably just ignored it type shit. But is you going to pick up that $1 million? Is you going to pick up that $1 million?
I'm already in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pick it up. So at this point, you're gonna say no? No,
I'm not gonna say no.
I'm just saying. That's what I'm asking. Like at this point, I'm deep in it.
I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's
so this is where you cut it off at because I asked you to go pick up this meal from me.
I'm not cutting off shit. I'm like you with it. I ain't cutting off shit. I'm just saying that maybe some people probably would have cut it off. I don't know, but that's crazy.
Your time to cut it off is when he was asking you, he need help. Can you get these drop offs? I got these spots in California. Woo.
Like I feel like that's kind of in the norm because it's like, okay, this man in Mexico, and he know you do a business where you got agents all over, and you need to drop money off to people, to clients and stuff like that. So that's something that you already do. So when he asks you to do that, you're like, shit, I already do that. How much? You said 10%? Bet. 50,000, shit, 500,000. That's 50,000. 5,000. That's all right. Bet.
Nigga tell you $250,000 and shit, dog. So 100,000. You know what I'm saying? 2,500 and
you thinking about how much you finna make off that shit? You like
true, but I'm just saying that don't run a flag to you.
Oh, that runs a flag. That runs a flag for sure. You right.
And then he's already located in Mexico. Like
but see, this the thing. If he dropping off them bags, it's like I do this in my business already. So even if he got stopped doing this, I'm a top sports booker. You can look at my stuff. This is my business. I drop off cash to clients, and it ain't nothing out of the ordinary right now. Now, once you go pick up $1 million cash, that changes everything.
Okay, so why that changes it? What's the difference between that? What's the difference between picking up and dropping it off?
Because you don't normally do that. That's the only thing, because you don't normally pick up the money. You normally just dropping off money.
So it didn't even have to be the million. It just, as soon as he asked me to go pick up a certain amount of cash, now it's a red flag.
It's a red flag, but $1 million is crazy.
No, I'm just asking you personally. Like, so say
it's a red flag.
Was doing that.
Pick up, because now my job changed. Now I'm, instead of dropping off money with my agents, now I gotta go pick up money. That's a little different, because my agents, I'm sending them out in the field. Y'all drop that off. I need you to go pick up $1 million. I need you to go pick up $1 million. I'm in my rivals territory.
Now that's the part. That's what I'm saying. Before a nigga say that, right? Before I even tell you it was the rivals territory. Say if I was like, look, can you go pick up this $1 million for me? And I don't give you no other information. Like, I just make it sound like you just gonna get it from the person you know already. You're just gonna pick it up with him and bring it back. That's it. Boom. I didn't even tell you about the whole rivals. You know what I'm saying? You still think it's a red flag? Oh. No,
it's a red flag. It's a red flag whole time. Like you said, it's weird. Why you don't send your nephew to go do it? You know what I'm saying?
True. My nephew in that hot shit too. You gonna get killed. You go over there. That's why. My nephew in this bitch too. They know my nephew. They don't know me.
That's why he had to say, if he wouldn't have said rival, he would have been slimy. So whoever this nigga was, he kept it
100 with him. He kept it 100 with him.
It's the cartel ball. He wasn't slimy at all.
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of them dudes don't be slimy.
I was about to say, you can't be slimy in business. Real talk. You can't be slimy, because I ain't trying to risk you sliming me out.
Right.
But now that's more dirt on my hands, because now I didn't got slimy with you. Word on the street is you getting slimy with me, I gotta kill you. Now that's another body on my, you know what I'm saying? Then you're trying to do all that. Then you're trying to keep shit smooth. So yeah, like you said,
because I really need you, because you really the key to my operation. You don't even know that you the key to my operation, but you the key. And I really scoped you out, and I really already knew who you was. And I feel like when you said earlier, you was like, he already knew. I feel like, wait, that clicked away. He probably already did his research on him.
He did his research with his nephew. When homie told me my uncle, he was going back and letting him know everything.
Right.
He was letting him know everything. Why you think he said, I like the way you do business? And that put that paying you early Monday, that put the icing on the cake for the uncle. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, he legit. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna fuck with that. Because a nephew probably came back, man, he paid you fresh Monday. Like, yeah, he the one. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, they was already probably keeping tabs, woo, how he do business. Nephew telling him that he do this, that, and the third. He sounded like a good candidate. You know what I'm saying? But when you drop that off that Monday to me, oh yeah, man, you just beat the same other niggas I was thinking about doing this with. Oh yeah, it's you.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
These niggas so high level, they already knew what type of business to target and everything. They said, oh, okay, what's a high cash flowing business? Sports betting. Oh, they are hundreds and thousands and millions of dollars moved to them. These niggas already, them cartel niggas they already be high level thinkers. And that's crazy.
And then the thing is too, it's nothing for me to play a little few money to look like I'm, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm already like I'm really a gambler. I'm a better. My nephew making these picks for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving. I don't even know about the sport. He could have been like that.
Because then he said this the hustle too. He said, I ain't picked this up the first time. He said, the bookie get half of the payment. So even if I lost 400,000 and my nephew get 200,000 back from that loss, he just gonna come right back with the 200,000 and hand it to me. So we didn't really lose 400,000. We paid you $200,000 to loosen you up.
The
setup is cold.
The setup was there. The setup was there. You know what I'm saying? It was all about him taking the offer. You hear me? Because I feel like even if he wouldn't have took that offer of them asking, can you do these drop offs for me? I feel like the business probably would have dipped. Yeah, probably would have went on to the next man.
I feel like he wasn't. No, I feel like
they wasn't no for an answer.
I would have wanted.
They weren't saying taking no for an answer.
No, they're not taking no. Matter of fact, I got something. I'm gonna tell you off air, but
Okay.
I know niggas ain't taking no for an answer.
Okay, man, let's keep going.
Yeah.
That's a no-brainer. You know, I'm 24 years old. Give you 100.
Maybe 24.
Pick up 100, or pick up a
This one he
million,
was 24.
and I'll give you 100,000. I'm like,
He ain't saying no.
that's a
Hungry,
no-brainer.
24
I'm
hungry, fucking
24 years
right.
old. So I called my boy Tank, who's an Avalon Crip, and I say, hey, Tank, I got a job for us. I said, go get
That
one of
nigga
your
plugged in
UFC
though.
buddies.
This a plug.
I said, we're getting on a private plane.
Oh yeah. He one of them niggas.
A
He the
package.
plug.
You know, I didn't
He
tell
one
him
of
that.
them.
I said, I'll pay you 2,000. I'll pay your UFC buddy 2,000. So he calls his buddy Diego. He says, hey, we're going with the boss. We got to go pick up some money. And I call the private plane company, and I said, hey, I need you to pick me up. So he shows up in this King turboprop, and I got Tank and his boy from the UFC, and we're on this private, dual prop plane, and we land in Texas, Browning, Texas. I'll never forget it. And I get there and I message El Jefe, okay, I'm here. He goes, give me 5 minutes. And there's a gardener that shows up. I'm like, fucking gardener? What's this gardener doing? Comes out, he's wearing overalls and this dump truck. I'm like, man, there's no way this guy's going to have $1 million bucks. He comes and gives me a duffel bag. And he goes, this este para el jefe. This is for the boss. I'm like, oh, fuck, the boss. Okay, let me grab that. I'm like, am I going to get like ransacked right now? Or the fucking cartel? Am I going to get whacked? Like, I don't know who I'm.
Cartel is something else.
So I get on the plane and we fly into the Torrance airport, and I land. I say, hey, El Jefe, I got your package. Where would you like it delivered? He goes, take your 100,000 out and deliver 900 here in Torrance. I was like, boom. 10 minutes later, I said, done. Next day, he messaged me back. What? I like how you work. You do good business. So then he asked me the famous question, the question that cost me, my prison bid. He said, do you know anyone in Australia? I'm thinking to myself, what is this? Australia now? I need
that work. What are you talking about?
Australia? He says, I could do the same thing you're doing in the US right now for me, but I'm going to make you $1 million a day. I'm like, bet. Like, where do I sign up? I said, give me a couple days. Let me figure if I have any contacts in Australia. That night I remembered my mother has a sister, which would be my aunt, that lives in Perth, Australia. So I'm thinking to myself,
this nigga was dog. Let me tell you something, bro. So I wrote him back. This is low-key heaven sent. Like, you know what I'm saying? This may not be the heaven shit they doing heavenly.
Right.
But think about it, bro. Like, you get a call. We can't get no calls like that. You know what I'm saying?
No.
That's falling in our lap, nigga. Because what the fuck we starting? Where we starting at?
And see, and it's man, earlier when dude was listening to everything, he was like USC, volleyball, all of bruh. College, where you go to college, all of that shit.
Yes, bro. Yeah, it matters. That's why they say in life, though, you never know who you meet and who you, bro. That's a real. I live by that. Like, for real. You never know who you talking to. You never know who you meet and everything. And
that's why you gotta. And that's why you really. Well, there's two ways you can look at it. That's why you gotta like not talk to people, because if you don't talk to people, you stay safe. But if you do talk to people, you can gain the world, because if you get a homie, if I meet a homie out there right now, I make a homie in Miami that got own yachts, and that become my homie. Now I got access to yachts.
Yeah.
If I meet a homie that own a dealership, now I got access to cars.
Yeah.
People is really like, people in relationships is really, it's not that you don't have the life that you want, it's that you don't have the relationships.
You hit it, cuz. You hit the nail on the coffin, bro. You just don't have a relationship. You just don't have a relationship. Don't have a relationship. This man asked him about, do you know somebody in Australia? Right. This man had to go in the back of his brain to pull out somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, right. Fuck. I don't know nobody. Damn.
Light wood.
That's how that bitch hit that boiler. He was at night sleep. My sister. You know what I mean? Like, that bitch hit his mind, son. Like, for real. That boy went in the back of his brain to find that shit. And this is a 24-year-old. He was hungry. Like he said, he was hungry at the time. So just like that one relationship, dog, that's one person that he only knew at the time. You know what I mean? I never seen it. I don't know what, but that one person was like, this the key right here. Boom. So I just say that to say, I don't have no connection like that. So I know that none like this can't fall in my lap, because Where the fuck I'm starting from, dog?
Look, black man. All we gotta do is smile and say hey to everybody that we meet, and talk to everybody that we meet, and be nice to everybody that we meet, and treat everybody with respect, and then we get connections like this. We gotta talk to people, man. We gotta, a lot of us we be mean, mugged up, closed off, and shit. Don't want to talk to people. You gotta
How you doing, my sir? How you doing, sir?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I gotta take this off though, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get it right, get the suit and tie on my fucking ghost shit. You already
got that, you know.
Oh, you know I got
grown man. You got the grown man. You got
I already got the peanut. I already got the peanut.
He said the
You
peanut.
know what I'm saying? Got the peanut.
Eggman. It's crazy.
The peanut get you in any room. Pause. But you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He get you through the door on some hitman shit. I got that.
Facts. He got the grown man head. You feel me?
Real talk though, man.
Julius Jones.
It's crazy.
Not the Julius Jones, the Julius.
Don't give me Julius. Fuck no. Fuck no. I ain't that nigga, boy. You got me fucked up.
Julius shit got wrinkles and everything in it.
That boy. Fuck no. But nah, man, it's crazy, but just to see it. I'm more what you call that? I'm more surprised about just the ties that he have of connections. More
it gets better.
Who you working with? Wow,
it's crazy.
The next day on the encrypted phone, I remembered my mother has a sister, which would be my aunt, that lives in Perth, Australia. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, I do have someone. So I wrote him back the next day on the encrypted phone. I said, hey, El Jefe, I got an aunt that lives in Australia. He says, okay, get ready. You're going. I said, wait a minute. What am I doing? And he says, I have some of the best product in the world that's in Australia. And I'm thinking to myself, product, man. He says, I have a ton of cocaine in Australia right now. I'm like, holy shit. He goes, and the price for wholesale is $100,000 a key. I'm like, holy shit. What have I gotten myself into, Big Hurt? So
sorry,
I was like, man, 100,000 a key. I said, man, I sold grams in high school, or I sold grams in college. I've never even seen a kilo, let alone moved them. So I'm thinking to myself, man, what am I going to do? Like, the fuck, who's going to sell this shit, right? So I go to my Rolodex. I'm thinking to myself, okay, I got to find someone to move this product. I don't even know where to begin. And being from California, we got a lot of people in the weed game. So I reach out to one of my buddies at USC who played baseball, and I remember his brother was a weed grower. And I said, you know what? I'm going to ask him. Maybe he can connect me with his brother who's a weed grower. Maybe he has some kind of
fucking definition of the plugs. Yeah.
Let's just check. So I go to USC, and I said, hey, your brother's still in the game? He goes, my brother's not in the game, but he still associates with the people. Why? What do you need? I said, man, I need someone that's international. He's like, dude, you're in luck. I said, what do you mean I'm luck? He goes, his friend from Italy, who's an associate of one of the 5 families, is visiting him right now, and they're playing racquetball in San Diego.
One of the 5 families.
Yeah.
Sorry,
one of the 5 families. His friend from Italy, who's an associate of one of the 5 families, is visiting.
Oh my God.
I'm lost by that one.
One of the 5 families of the Italian mob. One of the 5 families. The Italian mob, man. The 5 families. It's crazy. One of the associates of the 5 families.
And his friend is here.
Yeah, his friend is connected with one of the associates.
His friend happened to be in town that day, right?
Supposed to in the town that day. In town.
Playing racquetball.
Playing racquetball, nigga.
That's some random shit. I'm trying to tell you.
When I used to go to Lifetime, they had racquetball.
Yeah.
And guess who was up in there playing racquetball?
Yeah.
Older white people, middle-aged white people, and young, you know what I'm saying? Up in there really playing racquetball for real.
I'm telling you, this was
golf,
this man.
Racquetball.
Yes. This man, like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This shit was written for this dude, for him, like, for real. He's the plug, like, you the plug. You know what I'm saying? You the plug. This nigga just said about, correct me if I'm wrong, my brother, did he say brother or no?
Yeah, he was like one of his frat brothers.
friend, one of his friends, frat brother friends,
Yeah,
or
one of
something.
his friends, brother. Yeah,
It's shit going down the line. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, my brother friend, oh, my sister friend, or my mom. It was like my mom, aunt, that's the plug to Australia. But now I got my frat brother friend, who friend of a friend, family, cousin, dad is in town. You're like, damn, what the fuck? I'm telling you, son, it's crazy. Plug the fuck in.
yeah,
Bro.
this shit's insane.
Visiting him right now, and they're playing racquetball in San Diego. I said, "You're kidding me." I said, well, "Can I drive down?" He goes, "Yeah, you can drive down and meet him." So I remember I got in my car, I drove down there,
Let me say this one
and I
thing
meet
too.
this Italian.
And let's be real, we ain't stupid. It's 2025, baby. That fair skin, it definitely got him in the room. A black man ain't doing all this. Well, no.
I ain't gonna say that, fam. I ain't gonna say that.
Yeah.
Because
I don't think so.
well, think about it like this: the cartel, man. The cartel guy, he's Mexican, right?
Yeah.
But I'm saying, yeah, that's some Mexican shit, right? To be a part of the cartel, but he high level in that world. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole lot of. It don't matter your skin color. It matter.
Shit, that
No,
do matter.
It matter. No, because this could be the. Think about him being Mexican. This could be the same thing, just in that world over there. You know what I'm saying? Skin color don't matter. It's really because everybody's. This is for everybody. You know what I'm saying? They got white people, black people. I mean, think about the Frank Lucases and everybody, bro. This shit can go in any world, and think about Snowfall and all that shit we watch. In any world, you can be that person in any world in your culture to your people. You see what I'm saying? So this shit really, it's really just a story about money and power. Money, power, and connections. That's what it really come down to. Color don't matter.
I hear you, cuz. I hear you.
They got black kingpins, they got Mexican kingpins, they got white kingpins, they got kingpins all over the world. So color don't matter.
I hear you. I got you.
Italian dude, he's old, like 65 years old, gives me a kiss on the cheek, like I'm smelly Italian. I'm like, holy shit, this guy's
It's
the
like
real
a
deal.
smell
He's a
Italian.
dirty ass Italian, you know, and I didn't know who he was at the time.
Yeah.
He says, listen, nephew, you know, Italians always call you nephew. He said, listen, nephew, I'm not talking about any kind of business in the U.S. He says, you want to come and talk to me about business? You fly to Naples, Italy, where I live. I said, well, fuck, I got $1 million a day on about to be given to me. I'm flying to Naples, Italy.
Mm-hmm.
So what did I do? I got on that plane next week, and I met him in Naples, Italy. I pull up to his villa. He's got 2 villas. He's got his own vineyard. He's doing his own wine. He's a real deal. He's definitely
a real
the
fucking
man.
deal.
I said, man, they weren't lying. This guy's for real. So I sit down, I have the conversation. I said, I have the best product in the world right now in a country that's impossible to get to. I have cocaine from South America that is in Sydney, Australia right now. He says, it's impossible. He goes, it's the hardest place in the world to get product to. I don't believe it.
This is how cold the Italian dude is. This is how cold he is. He says, I ain't talking no business to you on USA soil. You want to get with me, you gonna fly to Italy. This man pretty much said, I want to make sure I want to make sure you're not a rat bastard.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure that to weed out that you a rat, you gotta fly to Italy.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That's all he had to say.
You gotta come to my turf. I gotta make sure you legit. You know what I'm saying? We ain't speaking none. I come to America to enjoy myself and go back. No, this ain't business over here. You know what I'm saying?
The FBI can't even get involved. The FBI can't even go fly to Italy and talk in Italy about nothing. It won't even matter.
He talking no business over there on that side at all. I come over here to probably for a little bit of family or whatever I may have over here and play my little racquetball and dip. That's it. We ain't talking no business. You can meet me. Yeah, cool. Talk that business. Let me see you fly on this plane and come meet me on my turf. You're in my villa where I got all this shit shut down and I know what's going on. You know
that's cold. He really weeded. Right. He really weeded out any type of.
That's real deal though. Because this ain't no movies. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
This ain't like the movies. Niggas ain't stupid. This ain't no movie shit. Like this is real deal. This is real life. You know, the movies they want to be like us, but we move different from the movies. So niggas come meet me on my turf.
He goes, it's the hardest place in the world to get product to. I don't believe it. I waste my time. How's he going to trust this 24-year-old kid? You know, I'm like, I'm telling you, man, I got it. He goes, don't waste my time. He goes, if you really had that, he said, you would be a millionaire right now. I said, no, that's what I'm trying to get at. I said, this guy that I do business with said, I'll be a millionaire overnight if I can move the product. He goes, I can move the product. I got all the contacts over there. He goes, but I don't believe that it's over there. He goes, why don't you go over there and find out it's there and then fly me over? So what did I do? I flew back to California, told El Jefe, hey, I got a buyer. I said, but he doesn't believe me. He said, man, stop wasting my time. I said, the only way he'll come over there is if I get there and I tell him it's there. He says, get on the plane. He goes, I'm paying for your Sydney ticket. He got me a first-class ticket to Sydney, Australia.
Oh, shit.
I'm laying in Virgin Australia. I'm laying in the bed thinking to myself, what have I gotten myself into?
You know,
I land in
you just
Australia.
hungry for that
He
bread.
messages me on the encrypted
But
phone.
think
and he
about
says,
how surreal it is,
now
dog.
tell that
I know.
fucking
You going in and
Italian
out of consciousness,
that
like,
the product is
you
here
there,
and
but
that
you
you need
like,
him over here. So I told him, I said, all right. So I remember telling the Italian, we'll call him Uncle Louis, right? I said, hey, Uncle Louis, I'm here in Sydney and it's really here. You got to get over here. So next day he flies on El Jefe's dollar. So, so we get him over there. This old man's wearing like a 3-piece suit. He says, hey, we're in Sydney. You got to dress nice around here. Everyone's wearing suits. It's like kind of like New York.
Yeah.
He says, if you're wearing a T-shirt, you're going to stand out. Everyone wears suits. And he says, we got to look nice. So I go and I get a suit. Now here I am with this Italian guy wearing these suits.
Man, I've been in that bitch getting fitted like.
He goes, okay, now we got to get a
you know
suitcase.
What I'm
We got to.
My mind will be blown.
And we're rolling this suitcase around Sydney. Everyone has these rolling suitcases. I'm like, okay, whatever he says. You know, he knows the game. I'm new to this, so I'm like, okay. I tell El Jefe, I said, what do we do? We're ready. He goes, go to the Four Seasons Hotel. He says, get a room. He says, in 20 minutes, you're going to have a package delivered. I said, all right, cool. I said, how many? He says, you're going to have 20 birds dropped off. I said, birds? What do you mean birds? You know, I don't know the game, Kirk. I'm like, birds? Okay. All right, 20 birds. All right, cool. So I get there. I tell Uncle Louis, I said, hey, get a room next to mine. I said, so we're not in the same room. And this package is coming. So 20 minutes later, I get that knock on the door. And there's a guy with a box. And he goes, here you go. I go, holy shit. I take it and I get on. I'm like, fuck, I'm scared. I'm like, fuck, this is going to give me a life sentence right here. You know, anything over 2 kilos in Australia, you're going to prison forever. So I knock on the wall. I said, hey, Uncle Louis, get over here. He comes over. He opens it up. He goes, holy shit, nephew. He says, you just became a millionaire overnight. I said, holy shit, are you serious? He goes, yeah. He goes, let me see what I can do. So he takes it. Goes to his people. 30 minutes later, he's back with $2 million.
Damn, that quick.
Yeah, that quick, like that.
Holy
30 minutes.
Shit.
I was like, holy shit, Louis. He goes, they asked when we can get the next shipment.
Damn.
So I'm telling him,
they like, let's get
I'm
this
telling him,
bitch.
I go, hey, I got your money. Where do you want it? He goes, just hold on to it. Put it in your apartment. I said, man, are you kidding me? I'm holding your money too now? He goes, yeah, just hold on to it. So I'm like, all right. So I get to my apartment and I throw it in the cabinet, and I'm like in the kitchen cabinets. I'm throwing them up.
How much did that weigh?
It was $1 million. A duffel bag was huge. It had to be at least 50 pounds, right?
Damn.
So I'm just stacking all $50 bills. So I'm just stacking them, right? And I'm so nervous. I'm like, holy shit, you know, this is just $1 million. And then we did it again. And we did another 20, and we did another 20.
Nigga, being in the crib with $1 million of illegal money would scare me so fucking bad. I would be so paranoid in that bitch.
Boy, I wouldn't be able to sleep.
What?
I won't be able to sleep. I'm thinking people. I'm paranoid of. Let me tell you something, right? I'm thinking when he said he made it back to his apartment, because he didn't even break that down of, you know, how they got it from over Australia.
Right.
But from when he make it back to his apartment, right? I'm thinking about who seen me. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm in my head like, who seen me? You feel me? Like, this
Right.
guy really see me? Bitch calls past. I'm like, I don't know.
Right.
I'm holding your bread and mine. You feel me? And I'm dealing with some real dangerous shit. Like, you know, so I don't know if he slept good or not good. Like with that, you can't be. That ain't like you motherfucker just hit the lotto or something where you can sleep comfortably. I just got this money off a government tab or something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is like, no, I got this from some real deal. This is crazy. That's crazy because it's not like I can't even touch that at this moment. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what's gonna happen.
Ain't no
I really
sleep.
don't. Yeah, ain't no sleep, and I don't know what's gonna happen next. So like, I can say right now in my head I'm a millionaire, but I can't even go live that lifestyle right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or just spend that bread or try to move or something like. Because I really don't know what's happening. Like you say, the shit is kind of like a blur, to be honest. So like everything is going with him. He's just going with the flow, really, and it's kind of like a blur. So I know at that moment he probably was thinking like, that shit really happened, like. But after he kept doing it, that's probably when you start, really spending your bread because now you feel it comfortable. Like, damn, I didn't got it's 3 up there now. It ain't 1. You know what I'm saying?
But see, this is the thing. You gotta remember, he's in Australia right now. He's not even in the US right now.
Oh, he's in the Australia appointment.
You remember all of the birds and everything was in Australia. He told the Italian guy, hey, the Italian like make sure that it's in Australia, like go there and see. And then he told him, yeah, it's really here, pull up. So they not even in the US right now. He's still in Australia. So he got to figure out.
No. When he say he make it back to his apartment, he talking about the US, right?
No. They got the birds in, right?
Because he was at a hotel in Australia. Remember that?
Yeah, he's in a hotel when they got the birds in. Then he gave them to Old Head. Old Head got the connects. So Old Head get them gone quick and bring the bag of money back. He never even left the apartment. He just pulled up to the apartment. Hey, get the birds, boom. They give him OG come back with a meal. Boom.
Hold on, no, we gotta run it back because he said, all right, I'm confused. I'm confusing hotel and apartment. You get what I'm saying? So is he saying the hotel is his apartment or?
Pretty much.
Because he didn't say he brought an apartment out there in Australia. He said back at my apartment. So
it could be a condo.
That means he back at the US.
No. It could be it's probably it's a condo because you in a hotel like in Miami, the condos, they call them, it's a hotel like the Brickell where we stayed. Mm-hmm. It's a hotel, but it's really an apartment because they have other apartments in there.
Okay, let's I'm bringing it back.
For sure.
My apartment and I throw it in the $2 million.
Damn, that quick.
Yeah, that quick, like that.
Oh,
30 minutes.
Shit.
I was like, holy shit, Louis. He goes, they asked when we can get the next shipment.
Damn.
So I'm telling El Jefe, dude, I'm telling El Jefe, I go, hey, I got your money. Where do you want it? He goes, just hold on to it. Put it in your apartment. I said, man, are you kidding me? I'm holding your money too now? He goes, yeah, just hold on to it. So I'm like, all right. So I get to my apartment and I throw it in the
because he said El Jefe said put it in your apartment.
Like, in the kitchen cabinets. I'm throwing them up there.
How much did that weigh?
It was $1 million. A duffel bag was huge. It had to be at least 50 pounds, right?
Damn.
So I'm just stacking all $50 bills. So I'm just stacking them, right? And I'm so nervous. I'm like, holy shit, this is just $1 million. And then we did it again. And we did another 20. And we did another 20. Next thing you know, I got $10 million in my apartment complex. And I'm thinking to myself, holy shit, like, what am I going to do now? Like, is El Jefe going to have someone pick this cash up? Like, well, what do I do? And I messaged him going, hey, El Jefe, I got the money. What do you want to do? He goes, that's your job. Thinking to myself, holy shit, what have I gotten myself into? Like, you can't just get on the plane.
Every time it gets deeper and deeper, he says,
but he found a fucking way. He found a fucking way, though. Nigga, like magic, like what I'm gonna do? All of a sudden, now I'm $100 million. What I'm gonna do?
I mean, if it was you, you would find a way too.
Of course, I got. That's too deep in right there. You definitely got to find a way now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all done made these plays and all that. You definitely got to find a way now. Your chance of getting out was before you accept dropping off money for him. You know what I'm saying?
Or even picking up the $1 million, saying I can't pick up the $1 million.
Yeah, right. You could have stopped right there too, because I know that's what the end of the business are.
That was the last chance you had to stop.
Yeah, that was your last chance. You too deep in right now. So you at the point where this 10 mil, he telling you now you got to get this off of. How you gonna get it to him?
This is literally this is your money at the same time too, because some is for you, some is for him. So it's like this is literally life or death. Yeah, facts. That's you don't figure it out, you die.
That's facts. That's facts. Damn. This is good one.
Big Herc. I'm like, man, fucking A, I didn't sign up for this part. But now I see why he sent me over here. It makes
I
sense.
get the money out.
Yeah, he wanted me to get the money. Money's the hardest part to get out. The cocaine's easy.
Yeah.
You know, that stuff sells itself.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the money, you know, we didn't have Bitcoin back then. Could you imagine? If we had Bitcoin, I wouldn't be here talking to you today. I'd still be working.
I like when he said that. That motherfucker said, if we had Bitcoin back then, I wouldn't be talking to you today. I'd still be working. Yeah.
Nigga be up
But
a
that stuff
billion.
sells itself.
Yeah, yeah.
Money, you know, we didn't have Bitcoin back then. Could you imagine? If we had Bitcoin, I wouldn't be here talking to you today. I'd still be working. You know, so I go, man, what am I going to do? How am I going to get this money out?
He's still that nigga. He's still that same nigga.
So I called my accountant back home. I said, hey, man, I got a problem. I can't tell him I'm selling cocaine in Australia, right? So everyone knows I'm a bookie.
Yeah.
So I said, hey, this client of mine, this Chinese client, just lost $10 million, dude. He paid me in cash. I said, I don't know what to do. I said, do you have any suggestions? He goes, yeah, I'll fly over. We'll figure it out. He's my accountant, right? He wanted a piece of that. I said, I'm willing to pay whatever. I don't care. You know, I'm scared shitless now.
Yeah.
I got $10 million in my kitchen cabinet.
Somebody
I got
my
dishwasher. I got a bedroom.
I don't care. You getting that in my cut. I got to make sure I get his shit over.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
So he gets over there. He goes, man, I didn't believe that you had this much money. This is going to take a long time. I said, I know. Where do we begin? He says, let's just start buying gold, 1 ounce rounds.
Oh, yeah.
I said, I like that idea. Okay, what are we going to do? Like, you can't bring gold across. They're going to know. He goes, no. What is Australia known for? I said, Australia is known for a few things: kangaroos, Ugg boots. He goes, Ugg boots, famous. You know what an Ugg boot is, right? It sounds like an Ugg boot. He goes, we're going to buy Ugg boots. He says, we're going to take the soles out of the Ugg boots, and we're going to glue the gold coins on the bottom.
What the fuck on? The accountant came with it. The accountant was on it. The accountant owned that shit. Yeah. The accountant didn't even question that. He owned it. That nigga with this shit
Would you $10 million? I ain't asking no questions. I ain't asking shit.
$10 million. I'll be like, when I come over there and I see it, I'm in your front like this. I'm like this shit. I'm thinking hard as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But my phone on silent, but my brain need to be working. You know what I'm saying? My brain got to start working. 10 mil.
10 mil.
Nigga said we're gonna take the boost and stuff to gold. He's affiliated now. You affiliated now, account. You in that shit too. You know what I'm saying?
Max.
4 gold 1 ounce rounds in each sole. So that's 8 coins. That's like, at the time, $16,000. And he says, we're going to just start shipping
the boots, scanning the boots.
What we'll do is we'll start shipping them to our girlfriends, our wives, our buddies from college, whoever. Everyone's getting Ugg boots. Ugg boots, right?
Wow.
I said, man, this is going to take forever. I said, isn't there a faster way? I said,
shit.
He goes, yeah, there's a faster way. He says, now we're going to take the Australian dollar and we're going to go purchase euros. They make a $500 euro note, which at the time was like $750. So every day we take 50,000, and we had a team of like 4 guys. His brother was there. His father-in-law was there. And we're around the whole town. We each take 50,000. So that's 200,000 a day. And we're buying these euro notes. So we start putting these $500 euro notes in these comic books. And we're putting them in. We're filling like 20,000 each comic book, and we're vacuum sealing it. And then we're putting it in at the time, eBay was big. So we put it in eBay, put an eBay sticker like it's coming from Australia, and we send them. Dude, we had 100% return rate. Not one of them got picked off. So it's working, but it's so slow. We're talking like it's so much work. We got a 4-man crew of squares, you might have. We got an accountant, guy from USC, a fire captain. Like, we're talking squares here, okay? So I'm like,
hold on, wait a minute.
So I
$10 million, $200,000 a day.
Mm-hmm.
That means in 5 days you can move $1 million. Okay. That means in 5 times 10 in 50 days, so a little bit under 2 months, if you keep this pace going up, you could get the whole $10 million back in 50 days. That's not bad. That's not. I know that he said slow, but slow is good, because when you try to speed shit up, that's when you fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel him though. You got all this. You trying to get it.
You trying to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? You trying to get gone. Like you trying to go. You feel me? So I feel that too, and I feel what you saying too.
You can sell comic books for all year, and nobody will be on your trail. For
slow and steady may win this race. You know what I'm saying? This may win this race at this time. Slow and steady may win this race. So being patient with it may be the key. But at the same time, too, is like, man, you know, I be just trying to make sure that my plug in Mexico is receiving his cut at some point. You know what I'm saying? Like he's receiving partial of his money, that he understands that I'm working on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But see, this shit's so cold. Well, I mean, woulda, coulda, shoulda, but a nigga could have said, hey, bro, I need you to we finna open up a comic book store in the US. It's gonna be over here, da da da. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be shipping in hella comic books to you.
No, that take too long. That take too long.
No, I mean, but it's you got a front, right? You got a front, and then you got 50 days. It's only 50 days.
That take months right there, though.
What, to open up no, it don't.
Yes,
you can open if you got credit, you can open up they got all these places, these buildings you ride by that say leasing. You got credit, you got a little down payment, you go up in there, sign off, boom, boom. You could have a comic store open, boom. You see what I'm saying? All you need is a sign on top of the thing, and then 50 days, just 50 days sending them comic books in.
Now
but
this
niggas
my
ain't
thing.
thinking all that. Niggas ain't thinking about it. Niggas
ain't
like,
thinking about that.
I got $10 million that need to get, and I got a plug, right? And a plug need his money. Nigga ain't thinking about all that.
Fuck the plug, nigga. This the boss. This ain't I'm the plug. He the boss. I'm the plug. He the boss that need the money. That's the boss. That's my boss at this point. Hey, I'm the plug, nigga. I'm the one over here getting it. I'm the plug. Yeah.
You say you the plug because you connect everything?
Yeah, that's a plug, bitch. When you plug in your what TV, that's what plug in the wall. That's a plug. I'm the plug. Without me,
socket.
Nigga, that's the plug, cuz. Without me,
all right.
None of this works. My guy in Mexico,
right,
would have never got that. First off, the Italians would have never got this coke, and the cartel would have never received this money without this middleman as the plug. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. The middleman, I would say he's a crazy middleman. He middleman anything and everything.
That's considered a plug, though, because you can't get my cartel on the phone, and you can't get my Italian that I know on the phone. They're gonna probably refer you to me.
See, I always think of the plug as the top nigga. But I get what you're saying, though.
He the plug, because think about it. Say if you did bump into, whatever, you in that game and you bump into the Italian, that cartel that he was working for, they're gonna refer you to him because he's the American plug. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're gonna refer you to him. Like, nah, I got somebody. Boom.
Yeah,
because I can't do nothing personally. You know what I'm saying? I'm the head honcho. Yeah, so he's the plug.
Plug. Sure.
You got an accountant, guy from USC, a fire captain. Like, we're talking squares here, okay? So I'm like, man, this is taking way too long. So I was dating this girl who's from Mexico. I said, hey, do you have any contacts? I said, man, I am in a bind right now. She's like, what's the problem? I said, I got all this money, and this gambler lost all this money, and I don't know how to get it out of the country. She goes, why don't you use the casinos? I said, the casinos? She goes, yeah. Get like a high roller to come and just. I said, do you have anybody? She goes, I got the perfect guy. His name's Robin Hood.
Fucking plug,
I said, yeah, what does he do? He's a professional blackjack player. He's a high roller in Vegas. They call him.
You know why he's a plug?
You
know why he's a plug?
Let me stop you first.
Questions.
Let me stop you first.
What?
We gotta stop. We gotta pause when we talking because this shit is that good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not trying to miss a part, so
right.
I'm paused. I'm trying to hear what you're saying to get back to the story.
Right.
This is some good shit, cuz we're talking.
Right. But
what you say?
He always asking questions.
Mm-hmm.
He asks everybody questions.
Yeah.
She could have said, oh, you need to go find a high roller. He could have left it at that.
Mm.
He went to go find a high roller. He said, do you know anybody?
Yeah.
That's the difference between him and just a regular person. He go above and beyond.
See, like I say, this shit was written for dude, bro. You know, wherever his outcome was, it was what it was. But this story, this is your story. This was written for you. You know what I'm saying? You became a bookie. You know what I'm saying, for gambling. So your ambition, his ambition is different, dog. He's the type of dude. He could come in my kitchen right now, and I could tell him what I'm going through right now, what my finances is. Woo, woo. This man can make me a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? He got that type of mindset to where he could sit down and see my funds and be like, I know what you can do with this, you know, even if it's little. He have that. I feel like he have that hunger. Like he's one of those where you can take him out of that position that he was in just now, right? With the cartel and moving the money and stuff. Take him in that position and put him flat broke. He would wind up still making that amount of money in a whole different scenario. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like that. I don't know him shit from sugar, but just from the story he's telling and the connects that he have and the people that know him and stuff, I just feel that way about him. Like he that type of guy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Real talk, bro.
Name's Robin Hood. I said, yeah, what does he do? He's a professional blackjack player. He's a high roller in Vegas. They call him Robin Hood 702. I mean, this is perfect. I said, what do I need to do? She's like, well, you need to fly back to California to meet him. So I'm like, fuck it. I told the guys, hey, you guys keep doing your thing with the coins, the euro notes. And I said, I'm flying back to California. I'm meeting Robin Hood 702. And they're like, all right, whatever you got going, go. So I get to California, and I remember going to the Santa Monica Fairmount. It's a hotel right on.
I know exactly where I've been there.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So it's right on Ocean Boulevard, right there in Wilshire. And I get in and I meet this Robin Hood. He has his hat down, and he looks paranoid, man. I go, hey, man, I went by the name Junior. I go, I'm Junior. He goes, I'm Robin Hood. He wouldn't tell me his name. I said, nice to meet you, Robin. I said, this is the situation. I gave him the situation. I got a gambler that just lost $10 million. I got to get the money out of the fucking country. I have no other way to get it. This girl I'm dating says that you're the man. He goes, yeah, I'm a high roller. What are you thinking? I said, well, I got like $1.5 million in a suitcase just waiting for you. You want to just try it? A little trial and error? He goes, yeah. He goes, I'm going to charge you 25%. Who cares, right? We're making.
I don't give a damn. He goes, I don't give a fuck.
You can do it. Let's do it. I said 25. You got a deal. I shook on it. He goes, there's more to it. I want a first class ticket to Australia. I want a Toomey luggage so I can put the money in the Toomey luggage. And he goes, I want the penthouse at the Four Seasons. I'm like, God damn! Like this guy, he knows what he's doing. He must be a pro, right? Like if he's asking all these requests, he knows what he's doing. So I'm like, all right, got you. Paying for all this stuff. 2 days later, he's in Sydney, Australia. I'm there waiting. Bring him the suitcase, 1.5 million. I go, there you go. Have at it. 48 hours later, I get a call, and he's in Las Vegas. He goes, I'm done. Come pick up the money.
Damn.
I'm thinking to myself, how the hell did he do this quick? So let me tell you how he did it. He took the 1.5 million. His casino host from Las Vegas called the casino host in Sydney, Australia, and said, hey, I got a high roller coming in, and he wants to gamble some of his cash. So this high roller shows up to the Star Casino, puts his 1.5 million cash on the table and goes, let's run it. He plays a couple hours, and then he says, you know what? I'm not feeling it. You know what? Cash me out. So they take the chips, and he goes to the cage. He says, cash me out. They give him a check, 1.5 million, baby. So he takes that check. He flies to Australia, or flies to Los Angeles, where he's this high roller. Red carpet's laid out. Mr. Cipriani, nice to meet you. Good to see you again. He takes his check. Guess what? They give him the chips. And after that, the game's over. He's got the chips. He can turn them into cash anytime. And back then, it was easy. So he calls me. He says, hey, I have the 1.5 million minus my 25%. Come pick it up. So I'm calling everyone. I'm calling my girlfriend. I'm calling my dad. I said, hey, go pick up this cash for me. I said, this guy's a gambling customer of mine. You can't tell everyone what's going on. So I'm like, secrets with everybody. Like, this gambling customer has some cash in mine. Can you pick it up? I got my dad involved. Fuck, what was I thinking? Not my girlfriend involved. What was I thinking? Those are the two people you need to protect.
Yeah.
But I was so fucking desperate. I didn't care, man. I had all this money, 10 million, and I still had fucking 900 birds.
He just chilling, waiting?
Yeah, Hefe is just waiting for his money. So I'm telling Hefe, hey, I got it. Let's do. He goes, okay, keep doing it. So I fly back to Australia. I'm still working. I still got my 4-man crew cleaning money through the gold, cleaning money through the Ugg boots, doing the euro notes. And I said, Robin Hood 72 says, hey, let's do it again. I'm like, bet. I got 2.5 waiting for you right here. Like, it's ready. It's in that suitcase, that Toomey luggage.
The Toomey.
The Toomey. So he's like, all right, cool. So he flies over, same thing, Four Seasons penthouse. He goes, this time I'm going to have a crew with me, Fox News. He goes, they call me Robin Hood for a reason. He goes, what I do is I play a little, and the money I win, I take it and I give it to like a poor person, like a charity, and I document it so no one will ever know that we're laundering the money. I'm like, oh, cool. I like the idea. Like whatever you want to do, that's your business. All I care about is my 75% that I'm giving back, right? So he brings this Fox guy, and he's saying how he's going to play this big money that he has, and anything he wins from the casino wins, he's going to give a little money to charity to make him look like Robin Hood, right? Like, I don't care, right? You do whatever you want. Just give me back my 75%. So 2.5 dropped off at the Four Seasons. I'm just sitting back. I'm with my trainer. We're working out. And I get a call like 3 hours later. I'm like, man, that was fast. Like, he says, hey, I need you to bring some more money. I said, what do you mean bring some more money? He goes, I'm down, dude. I only got 300,000 left. I said, you're down.
Oh.
I said, what do you mean? You can't be down. We had an agreement. There's no way you're down.
How the fuck you down?
So,
What you
yeah, so I said,
bread?
whoa, wait a minute here. My heart drops. I'm like, oh my God, what do you mean you're down? Oh, fuck, I'm stressing now. I told my trainer, he's like, everything okay? I said, nah, man, this guy said he lost $2.2 million of my money. God. He goes, where did he lose it? I said, the Star Casino. My trainer goes, no. I got a pit boss over there. That's my bro. He's a manager there. He's the head pit boss. He goes, let's go over there.
This man fucking got it, bro. He got it.
Hey, just sit tight. We're coming over. Him and I put in our 3-piece suits. I said, we're going to go collect this money. We're pissed. You know, like, is this guy fucking hustling me? Is he lying to me? Like,
stop this fucking video. This man is God at this point, bro. And I'm sorry to use God's name in vain. This is God at this point, bro. This is too much. There's too many people. My trainer.
You said it. You never know who people know. You never know. You never know.
My trainer, bro.
My trainer. Don't you think trainers know a lot of people?
I'm just thinking about it like, nigga, that's like me and you working out, right? We cooling. Everything was cool until I got a phone call. I stepped out the gym. I come back. You could tell that I'm frustrated. Damn, what's wrong, cuz? Such and such, blah, blah, blah. Damn, I got a guy that just like that.
Well, how long we been locked in? That matters.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, that's just, it wasn't nobody else, dog. Nobody else could have done this shit. Nobody else, man. All them other dudes that's connected to him don't know the next man that he know. You get what I'm saying? I know all y'all. You feel me? Nobody else could have done this shit, dog.
$2.2 million of my money. God. He goes, where did he lose it? I said, the Star Casino. My trainer goes, no. I got a pit boss over there. That's my bro. He's a manager there. He's the head pit boss. He goes, let's go over there. So I called this fucking Robin Hood up. I said, hey, just sit tight. We're coming over. Him and I put in our 3-piece suits. I said, we're going to go collect this money. We're pissed. You know, like, is this guy fucking hustling me? Is he lying to me? Like, I don't know what's going on. You can't just lose $2.2 million in 3 hours.
That's not
possible.
But
so my boy gets there, and he's like asking the pit boss, hey, can you run the tapes? He comes back, he ran the tapes. He goes, yeah, sure enough, he lost. He was playing 90,000 a hand, and he had like 4 hands going at a time. And he's a degenerate. He ain't no money launderer. So this guy's playing, and he's just chasing. Right. And I'm like thinking,
so he really don't know what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing, but there's a gambler in him.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? He knows what's right and wrong. Yeah. Come on. You and I made an agreement.
Yeah.
You can't just lose the money. So he wasn't lying. He's like, hey, I got 300,000 left at the hotel. He goes, let's just add a little to it, and I'll win the money back. He goes, I do this shit all the time. Don't worry. I know how to play. I'm a blackjack. I count cards. So I'm like, okay. I said, there's no way in hell I'm giving this guy any more money, right? I said, no, listen, you know what? I feel better. Let's do this. I said, let's get your 300K. I said, my trainer here, Sean, I said, we'll get a hotel room. You just go bring that 300K to the hotel room. Bring your passport. I said, I don't want you leaving the country until we get this resolved. I said, because this ain't my money. He goes, what do you mean it's not your money? I said, yeah, I can't really talk about it, but I didn't get that $300K back. And I'm not going to let this guy lose any more money.
Damn.
So I get back to my house. I'm with my trainer. I said, dude, I'm a little paranoid right now. I said, let's get some of this money out of this house because this guy knows where I live. So I'm freaking out. I put a suitcase. I give him 700 grand. I said, here, take the 700 grand to the hotel. I said, once you get the 300, we'll have $1 million. I said, take that $1 million and take it to your farm, put it in the where the horses are, stash it. You know, I'm paranoid right now. I'm freaking out. Who knows what this guy's doing, right? He goes, you sure? I said, yeah, take it. So he takes that 700. He gets to the hotel and the cops are waiting. I'm like, the cops are waiting. You know, I don't know any of this, you know, for hours and hours later. There's 4 cops waiting. They said, we got a call from an American saying there's a gun in the hotel room and we need to check your bag, sir. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not the end of the story though.
I need more.
But bro, he said we got a call from an American saying that there's a gun in the hotel.
That was bullshit. They was on to it. Oh, that was from your boy. You think Robin did
Probably
that?
was Robin Hood, bro.
That was Robin Hood?
Probably. He said we got a call from an American. So this back in Australia. We got a call from an
He
American.
said that. Remember he told him you can't leave the country. I don't want you to leave the country.
Right.
No, that's what you told him.
They got
a call from an American. And this my thing.
They waiting at the
So
hotel.
they was waiting at the hotel for your boy to arrive.
For anybody, I guess, to arrive, I guess.
So they got a full story? What the full story?
Go back to his page, to a Fresh Out page. Yeah. It's new too.
Oh, shit.
Look, it's right there. It's called I Had to Find a Way.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you want to see how much money you're eligible for if you were in a car crash within the last 2 years?
So I sit down there and I had to tell them the story, right? I said, I had this scammer.
From the top.
Great. Or the people that are, yeah, the blackjack. They check his bag. There's not a gun, but there's 700.
Oh.
They check his bag. There's not a gun, but there's 700.
Oh my God.
So now I just lost 2.5 and 700,000, not of my money, but the cartel's money. So I'm in the whole 3.2 million, Big Hurt, and I don't know it yet because I'm still thinking like, okay.
Who called the blackjack dude?
Yeah, the blackjack guy. He
Robin
called.
Hood.
Yeah, he called. He called. He thought we were going to have him whacked.
Oh,
So he called.
God.
So this is the problem. I don't know any of this is going on. I'm
You
thinking
did
my
call.
personal trainer burned me because I'm calling him. He ain't answering the phone. I'm going, oh, this motherfucker got me too. I'm calling. Finally, 6 hours later, I get a call from the New South Wales Police Department. And hi, Mr. Junior DeLuca. Would you like to come into the New South Wales police station? I was like, police station? I said, I don't know what you're talking about. We just picked off 700,000. I was like, holy shit. I said, holy shit. She goes, we need you to come in. I said, I ain't coming in. I mean,
Shit, I'm about to get up out of here.
I said, I'm in Coogee Beach. I'm in Bondi Beach right now. And I said, I'm not coming all the way up there. I said, I'll come up in the morning. How's that? I'm thinking to myself, oh.
You still got money in there?
I had money in the apartment. I'm not going near that apartment. I'm so scared right now.
God.
I do the math. I had like 6 million still in there, dude. So I'm freaking out. I'm going to myself, oh my God, what am I going to do? Everywhere in Australia, there's cameras everywhere. They can watch one camera.
So you leave, go.
So I had to, they could see everything. So I already know these guys are going to be hitting my house. And I'm like, okay, what do? I got to get out of the fucking country. Like, they know me as Junior DeLuca. How long until they're going to know it's really Owen Hansen? So I'm like, man. So Sean, the personal trainer / security guard of mine, finally gets released. And he's like, dude, I told him it's your money, but you're investing in my business. I'm like, oh man, I got to get out of the country. They're going to start putting the pieces together. We don't know what this gambler's doing. He's probably singing like a canary.
Facts.
So I'm like, oh, fuck. I said, what do we do? He says, well, I think we could get the money back. I'm like, how are we going to get it back? He goes, it's legitimate money. He goes, you were going to invest in my business. I'm like, man, I don't know about all this. He says, I got a guy that can get us a good lawyer. A good lawyer? I said, what do you mean a good lawyer? He's a little crooked, but he'll get the money back. So I'm thinking, okay, let's try it before I get out of here, right?
This should have
So I
moved.
talked to
They
this
didn't even make
lawyer
a
named
movie for
Michael
this
Croker.
nigga.
And he's like, oh, mate, no problem. We get that money back, no problem. He goes, I'll pay off some barristers. I'll keep $350. You keep $350. I'm like, at this point, listen, hey, Big Herc, at this point, I don't care. I'll take any money I can get because it's just going to take off with that money I owe.
Facts.
So like, okay, well, do whatever you can. You're the lawyer. You're like, you know what you're doing. So he says, okay, I'll make it happen. Fast forward, I get the fuck out of fucking Sydney, Australia. And now I get to California. And guess what? El Jefe's messaged me. Hey, what's going on with the money? I need some money dropped off. Man, I've never even met this guy. How am I going to tell him? I can't tell this guy on an encrypted phone that I lost his money. Like, I can't. There's no way.
So
like,
6 million still in Australia?
We think. We don't know. Because remember, they know where the house is.
Oh, the black
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Oh,
So that's the problem. So
God.
in my mind, it's gone, right? I'm thinking, okay, there's no way I'm going to get to it. So I have no contacts in Australia. I can't tell people where it's at. I can't tell people to go in there. The people that are working for me, I can't tell them where it's at. I just don't feel comfortable. The whole situation is a bad situation, right? I'm thinking to myself, okay, I can't go to Australia. What am I going to do? Okay, fuck it. I got to go talk to
Let me finish. Before you finish, though, I'm going to run it back a little bit. See, and that's the main thing about this game, though. You don't know who you can trust. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't know. You don't know. You feel me? This shit was smooth sailing. Even when it was smooth sailing, he was nervous. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm nervous when the shit is going good. You feel me? You can't lack off. You just don't know. This man can't call nobody over there. It could be somebody who probably fucking in that house right now. I just can't call. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just crazy, though. I swear.
Well, the whole situation is a bad situation, right? I'm thinking to myself, okay, I can't go to Australia. What am I going to do? Okay, fuck it. I got to go talk to El Jefe, man. He's not going to believe me. So I tell El Jefe, I said, man, I think I need to see you in person. I said, there's some money that's been lost. And I said, but I need to talk to you. Like, I'm not going to just tell this guy how it happened.
that
It doesn't look good.
No, not on
It
text.
looks like it's first of all, it looks like I'm bullshitting. You know, how you lost my money? It just doesn't happen like that. You just don't give someone that much money and then all of a sudden you lose it. So I'm like, can I meet you? He's like, yeah, you can meet me. Meet me in Tijuana. So I said, okay.
Tijuana.
It was a Monday, I remember. And he says, meet me at 1 p.m. He says, cross the bridge. He says, right when you cross the bridge, there's going to be a McDonald's right there. And he says, I'll have my workers pick you up. I'm like, okay, I'm going to get fucking killed, right? Like, okay, like this is it. This is it, Big Herc. I'm done. So
They ain't going to kill you because you got to connect to the money. You know what I'm saying?
Bulletproof what was it? A Cadillac Escalade pulls up, rolls down the window, and says, Wedo, get in the car. I get in the car, and then I look back, and there's two Sicarios with fucking AK-47s in the back. I'm like, oh, man, this is where they're just going to just kill me right here.
You know, but they need the bread. They ain't going to kill you.
And they pull in. We pass the
money on thing keeping her alive.
And there's like this entourage. Boom. El Jefe's in one of the cars. Bulletproof Hummers. Like three of them. Matte Black. I'm like, holy shit. They're on the radio speaking Spanish. And we go to this town called Puerto Nuevo, which is a little lobster town right past Rosarito. And we get there I said, oh my gosh, like, what do I do, man? So we get to this town and it's just deserted. We get to Puerto Nuevo #1, and the guy has the whole restaurant closed. It's just for him. He's got like 6 Sicarios that are sitting at the table. He's got 4 of them that are standing up. I'm like, oh, fuck, this is it. Like, how am I going to tell this guy that I lost his money? So I sit down there and I had to tell him the story, right? I said, I had this gambler. He did great. 1.5. You see how quick we got that money? I said, then he came back. Then he lost to 2.5 and the same time to 7. He's like, what? 3.2 million? I'm like, is this guy going to believe me? You know, I'm drinking these margaritas like, fuck. He's like, Wedo, you don't only owe me 3.2, but now you owe me 4 million. And he says, now you work for me. thinking to myself, well, at least I'm not dead, right? Like $4 million, I'm cool with that, right? So what do you know? I get back in the car. I said, well, I'm alive, right? You know, thinking to myself, well, at least I'm alive, right? I got that going for me. And he messaged me and says, hey, let's let stuff cool down for a minute, because this Robinhood, he goes, I don't trust him. So he says, you're going to take off 2 years. He says, you're going to run your sports betting business just the way you're running it. He says, I don't want you doing anything with drugs. I don't want you communicating with this guy. I don't want you to do anything but stick with the sports betting, because I want, if the feds are watching you, they're going to see the sports betting. So that's what I did. I went every day. I'd go see my sports betting clients. I'd be playing golf. I'd be seeing my sports betting clients. And then fast forward 2 years later, we're at 2013. And El Jefe goes, you ready?
Oh, yeah.
I got a team.
This shit ain't no good, nigga.
I said, am I ready? I said, yeah, I'm ready. I have $4 billion on my forehead. Right? So I'm thinking to myself, okay.
So the part, whatever happened, you don't.
Departments. I'm still thinking it's okay, right? But I can't get in there. Come to find out, the feds got that too.
God.
They came in. They got the apartment. The Robin Hood told them where I lived.
Yeah.
So this whole time I'm like, oh man. So now I got to tell them, hey, I can't even. And plus, Big Kirk, the worst part about it is I got 800 birds right now that are just sitting over there waiting for me to move. My idea was I was going to make that 100 million and be done, retire. Wow. So this whole thing, 100 million. That was it, Herc. We were going to be in Costa Rica. We were going to be playing golf every day and just retired, right? Damn. It was the perfect escape, you know? But this fucking Robin Hood came into my life.
That dude, man.
He cost me my fucking freedom, man. So guess what? El Jefe said, hey, you're not using my route. You got to figure out a way to get my product into the country now.
From Australia?
Yeah, I have to now figure out the way. Because he already sent his people to move. It's
hard enough getting it over there.
Yeah, he already had a crew that picked up the rest and made their money over there. So I'm like, oh, fuck. He goes, now you got to figure out the way, because I'm not going to burn my route. You got to figure it out. I'm like, man, Big Kirk, I don't even know where to begin, man. So for 3 months, I'm stressing. I'm calling my contacts in Australia. They're like, hey, don't come to Australia. You're hot. He goes, this lawyer's going to get this money back. Don't worry, blah, blah, blah. He says, you want to meet? Let's meet in Fiji. So I meet this kingpin that's moving this work in Australia, and he meets me in Fiji. And we're sitting there, and I'm like, dude, what are we going to do? Like, I got to get it in the country. This is what my boss is saying. And we're drinking this white wine, right? And I'm drinking it. And I take that wine. I said, I got it. We're going to put it in wine bottles. Napa Valley. Everyone knows Napa Valley. It's famous. He goes, what do you mean? I said, we'll take absolute 150 proof Everclear vodka. I said, I know we can break it down, and we'll funnel all the wine back in the bottles, and we'll use these dark bottles. So when you go like that, it just looks like a white wine liquid. He goes, well, I got a chemist in Australia that can bring it back. I said, that's what we're going to do. So I got home. I called up. I told him on the cryptophone. I said, I figured it out. My partner in Australia said he can bring it back from liquid to solid. I said, we'll take this Everclear 150 proof. We'll break it down. We'll take that cocaine. That's the kilo. I said, let's just do 10 the first round. We'll break it down in the bathtub. So I'm in my construction site, and I'm taking this fucking spoon, and I'm breaking this cocaine down, man. I'm breaking that shit down. In the liquid. And I got this Everclear alcohol, just breaking it down. It's just
hold on.
This shit crazy.
Hold on.
This shit
crazy. You know that man was geeked up. You know that man was high out of his mind.
That's what I was thinking too, thougthough. I was thinking the same thing too. I'm like, boy, he in that bitch, them fumes, boy. You probably high. You probably like this. Look, fuck. He don't give a fuck, you know. That shit got him high. He thinking about one thing. Listen, my life. You know what I'm saying? He thinking about his life. I need to get this shit over there now. You know what I'm saying? Damn, this shit was movies. So what if this a lie, though?
Huh?
What if this shit a lie?
It's a good ass lie.
Good fucking lie, right?
Good ass lie. I appreciate this type of lie. It can't be no lie.
It really
That's how detailed it is.
Really, real talk, bro. Real talk. Damn.
Man,
they need to make a move behind this shit. Somebody be to pick this shit up already.
Facts.
So I'm in my construction site, and I'm taking this fucking spoon, and I'm breaking this cocaine down, man. I'm breaking that shit down.
In the liquid.
In the liquid. and I got this Everclear alcohol just breaking it down. It's just evaporating. It's turning into the cocaine's turning into liquid. And I'm watching it, and it's just I'm keeping mixing it. It goes from cream to liquid. I'm thinking, okay, this is gonna work. So I take all my wine bottles. I got 2 cases, 24 bottles, and I got these funnels, and I'm funneling all the wine back in, which is now cocaine, just cocaine, straight cocaine, liquid cocaine. And I'm funneling it back in. I'm wiping down the bottles. I'm cleaning them so the dogs don't smell. And then I'm putting corks in all of them. And I'm taking this red candle and I'm just melting it over the wine bottle. So it looks like like it's the real deal. I put it back in the Napa Valley wine boxes. And I call my runner. I said, hey, I need you to drive to Napa Valley today. He goes, what the fuck? I said, you need to send these 2 bottles or 2 cases of wine to Australia for my buddy. So he comes over. He goes, this is kind of a weird job, boss. Sending wine? I should go to Napa. So he takes the wine. He puts it in the Napa company's box. He puts the FedEx label, and we put it as a promo of Napa Valley wine. And we send it to a bar in Australia. And I'm telling my people over there, I said, hey, we're sending it, man. Get ready. Boom. Gets to customs, clears customs, touchdown. I said, holy shit, touchdown, baby. It worked. So we had, I think, let's do the math. The second, let's see, it was 10 kilos.
Was right there.
10 kilos. But remember, only half of it's mine.
Yeah.
And then I got to work out the deal over there. So these guys now, they're like, okay, well, if we're catching it and we're cleaning your money, by the time it came down, I think I made like 250 on each time I would send 250 grand. So this is going to take a while. And then next thing you know, the guy started taxing us. That was bringing the coke back to the solid. We were getting 95.
He's seeing like
he sees all the money.
Yeah.
He's just a chemist, so he's seeing all this money, and it was 95%. It would come back. So out of every 5 kilos was 5,000 grams. We were getting 4,500 grams back, which is 95%.
Yeah.
So it's good high heat cocaine, and everyone's seeing money now. I'm like, man, everyone's just counting that money, and I'm like, man, this guy wants more money now. I can't afford to keep sending it through wine, so I had to figure out another route. So my next route was chocolates. I had some fraternity brothers that I knew from USC that owned a export-import business, and all they dealt with was candy coming in from the UK, all chocolates. And they had a warehouse, 20,000 square foot warehouse full of pallets of chocolates. Pallets. I called them. I said, how would you guys like to make $50,000 a month? All I need is your expired chocolates. They're like, where do we sign up? Brought them 50,000 cash. They said, these pallets are for you. They're expired. Do whatever you want. So I got in there and I started taking these chocolate bars out, and I started just laying all these kilos between all the chocolate. And this started to work. I put them all back, saran wrapped it. Boom. We sent it from the company. It got there. They get these chocolates. They're like, hey, bro, there's no kilos here. I said, yeah, they're there. I go down to box 32. And if you open there, there's one there. And the next thing you know, he goes, man, you hit it so good. Nobody could find these. I had these chocolates hidden so well. The kilos were hidden so well. I was able to do 10 at a time.
Damn.
Yeah, 10 at a time. Chocolate through chocolates. Oh, yeah. I mean, I could talk about this now.
He's a real dealer, you know what I'm saying?
The rest of the brothers, and they said, hey, what's the catch? Like, how are you guys doing this? And they just sang, they sang like canaries. And everybody told on me. Just like the wine, I can tell you now, because my contractor that was helping with me, he told the feds, and he said, hey, this is how Owen was doing it. Yeah.
Giving him game.
And then he hung himself. It's like, come on, man. Like, you got to tell on your partner here, then you're going to hang yourself. If you're going to tell him, at least live it up. Fuck. Yeah. At least stay alive. Yeah. So it was a tragedy, losing my contractor and my mentor as a child. But that's how it happened, dude. And in about 2 weeks before my arrest, I paid back the cartel.
Oh, shit.
I had that marker off my head.
Wow.
And the $1 million question, El Jefe said, hey, Wedo, what do you want to do? I said, hey, I want to get ahead now. I want to make a little money, right?
Yeah,
I've been making you all the way. I said, I want to fucking work. So I kept working, and I was dealing with these money launderers that my contacts in Australia had introduced me to, and they're handling all my transactions. They're cleaning the money for like 10%. These guys were moving like $1 million a week for me over there. And I'm golfing with them and fucking popping Viking and drinking shots of tequila. I'm snorting lines of coke. I'm fucking partying with these dudes, right?
I was about to say,
I got this meeting on the golf course at 7 a.m. to do another transfer with these guys. And I remember I pulled up to this golf course in Carlsbad, San Diego, and it's like 7 a.m. and I get a message on the encrypted phone. And it's this money launderer. He's like, "Hey, where you at, man? I'm in the clubhouse. Let's go. Our tea time's in 10 minutes. I'm like, okay. So I pull up my Porsche Panamera. I park it. I get out of my car. My caddy comes, "Hey, Mr. Hanson, welcome." I said, "My golf clubs are in the back." I grab my money bag. You know, I got like 50 grand to go gamble. I got my 3 encrypted phones. I got my personal. I grab it. As soon as I take that money bag and I turn around, I got 15 undercover agents pop out of the bushes. I got a helicopter.
Wow.
And I was like, "Oh, fuck, man." I said, hey, Big Herc, the whole time I'm hoping this is just for the gambling, right? I'm thinking gambling. Okay, that's all I care about. They handcuffed me. They put me in this car. And I'm like, fuck, where are we going? You know, we're going to go to the FBI/DEA Carlsbad facility. We'll talk to you in there. And then I'm just like listening, right? I'm in this daze. And I hear this Australian accent. And when I heard that Australian accent, I said, "That's it. My life's over."
That's right.
I said, "That is it. I'm done." And they said, "Mate, you remember me?" I said, "Mate, I don't remember you, but this is where you talk to my lawyer." And I just said, "That's it." They were so disappointed. They were hoping I would be able to talk to them because, you know, that's what they want. They want you to tell on yourself.
Yeah.
And I knew from the get-go, I've been in this game, in the bookmaking business, and I've all these old school bookies say, "Hey, make sure you have your lawyer on deck. And anytime anything ever happens, if you get arrested, don't say a word." He says, the first thing you say is, "You need to speak to my lawyer." And I shot him down, and they were so pissed. These guys came from Australia thinking I'd sing like a canary, give up everybody. And I said, no, you guys need to speak to my lawyer. And I remember when my lawyer saw me in San Diego, I was at the MDC building, and he said, "That was the best thing you've ever done." He says, "That saved you." He says, because now we can work our magic with this case. And that's what we did, man. We did our thing. Yeah. So it was a struggle, man, but we're here and it happened, and I'm just happy to be alive.
Now look,
Man.
look.
Woo.
Now look, if you wanna, you keep saying he's like, "Oh, he got all these connections, he the plugger." If you want to know how he got that, they got another video that tell you how he got how he know all those people he knew.
Okay, we with that shit. This shit crazy.
It's crazy, right?
This crazy as
This
a
shit,
motherfucker.
bro, this is one of the best stories I've ever heard in my life.
Me too. Because and it's definitely because of the way he's telling it too. And you could feel it. You know what I'm saying? Bro, this shit playing out in my head like a movie. I swear to God.
I'm seeing it. Like I'm seeing him hop out the Porsche shit. Everybody coming.
I'm seeing everything from him panicking in the apartment when he texting that water. I'm thinking about the text. Nigga, I don't even think about the encrypted phone, how that look in my head.
Yeah, fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like how he said the last time he grabbed the money, as soon as he turned around, it was there. I'm thinking about all that.
It's crazy.
That boy said, "I might you remember me."
He had the hat on, he paranoid or whatever. He wouldn't say his name.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, damn, this crazy.
I'm thinking about all that. My thing is, I want to know, like, what is he doing now? Like, is he still a bookie? Or
I'm about to look into his background and see how many years he did, because it sounded like he didn't get that many.
Yeah, I don't think he probably got about a good 5.
Maybe 5. Okay, I was about to say 10 piece
maybe 5, 6 piece, something like that.
What's his name? It's Owen what?
Owen Hanson, I think.
Hanson. Prison time.
Yeah, Owen Hanson.
Oh man, hold on, man. I gotta know how long this man did. This man right here. He the truth. Damn, it ain't my keyboard ain't writing. But as soon as my joint back in commission,
I got you.
yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Cause
I got you.
I don't know how long he did in that bitch. That nigga, he probably had his feet kicked up in that motherfucker, man. That shit was
He
crazy.
probably sat there and just thought about everything he did and just probably smiled at some point and then laughed and because he's like, damn, bro, like, you know, I did all this. I'm like he said, I'm just happy to be alive. You know?
Facts. Because he have the drive and ambition to make it happen no matter what. And I think that's what kept him alive the whole time. Like even the cartel boss probably saw that in him and was like,
I know.
yeah, he can make it
That's
happen.
why like you work for me now, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
What was on hands in jail time? They ain't saying jail time.
Mm. All right, there we go. I'm back up. Let me see. Owen.
I think it's right here. It say Owen Hansen, who often went by his nickname Mo Dog Lady, charm knife. He has been what's he all that? That's not what I mean from. He talk about the man school and shit.
They say he served slightly less than 7 years in federal prison.
Mm. So
Yep, they got his name right here in the leader. Look in the USD on the government website, bro. He the truth.
Wait, where you seen that shit at? Where you find
Look,
that?
United States Attorney's Office. I typed in his name and I typed in yeah.
Owen Hansen.
Yeah, Owen Hansen. He said Owen Hansen, the leader of the violent O-Dog racketeering enterprise, was sentenced to 255 months. They said the violent, bro. They said the violent O-Dog racketeering enterprise.
Oh, here you go. Leader of the violent international drug trafficking and gambling enterprise, sentenced to more than 21 years. So we ain't talking about the same person then.
This him, O-Dog. This him.
It says sentenced to more than 21 years. So he did more than 21.
What's 255? What's 200?
Oh, right here. This what you see. Okay, yeah. Owen Hansen, the leader of the violent O-Dog, the leader of the violent O-Dog racketeering enterprise.
And look, I know that's him because when we go to the other story, it's gonna tell you they used to call him O-Dog. You feel me? They call him O-Dog. So this got to be him. How long is 255 months divided by 12? That's the real deal.
Put on my calculator.
I'm already on it. Damn, that's 21. So what the hell? What's going on? Wait, what's going on? How did he get? Huh?
21 years.
But he only did. It said he was sentenced. He did 7 years. So I'm trying to figure out. Unless
lawyers
42 right now.
These lawyers, yeah, he looked like he older.
He looked like he 40 something.
Yeah. Sentenced to 255 months.
Look right here, including 100,000 in gold and silver coins, a Porsche Panamera, 2 Range Rovers, luxury watches, homes in Costa Rica, Peru, Cabos. This him. That man did 21 years. Oh, look, Australia, New South Wales, Australia Police Force in conjunction with the New South Wales Crime Commission. This is him. Look, all the defendants. They got 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I'm looking at the bottom. They had all the defendants down there. Nigga, not nobody on this bitch 21 in their 20s on this bitch.
Man,
this is the craziest though.
This some gangster. This nigga was 34 when he was. This nigga was 30. Wait, what?
This some gangster shit. This is real deal. Like how he explained it. There's no faking or frauding about this shit. Like the ages match up what he's saying. You get what I'm saying? Like I had this guy here who was this, and the third. This person that he named just sound like their ages here. 48, Derek.
Look, it said Hansen was initially indicted and arrested on September 2015 and arraigned in . So this is my thing. It's 2025, so that's 10 years. So he didn't even, if he was sentenced to 21, he must have got good time. He must have got
good behavior, bro. I'm pretty sure he probably got off for good behavior.
Because in the feds, you do what? 80%. You got to do 80% of your sentence mandatory in the feds. Well,
He
how
probably got
the
off of good behavior, dog, some
fuck?
shit
Maybe
like that. You never
appeal.
know.
Maybe they appealed it and some shit. And
Like you say, he had some good lawyers. Like, they're gonna work the books. The lawyers gonna work the books. That's their job. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna work the books.
man, they
Make
got
sure
this
he
nigga off
pays some
21
money.
year sentence.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This, but yeah, go to that other video, cuz. Go to that other
Shit,
video.
well, shit, man. We gotta
Look
we
at him.
gotta
That nigga
do
bring up
the
Big
second
Hurt
part,
this
man.
time.
We
Yeah,
gotta
I
set up
figured
another
you would.
story. Yeah.
What's his story?
Big Hurt, he was in prison too and stuff like that. So he gotta he tell his little background and stuff how he got into it too. So that's what he do. Like he started a channel, and then now everybody that be getting prison time, he be bringing them up there to tell.
I'm already knowing. Like, I already know. Like, somebody.
You know what? We
some
need
shit
to be
like
reacting to all of these.
I know. I'm with that. I'm with that. Somebody who start a channel like this, 9 times out of 10, you know, they have a background of they been in prison and stuff. So that's why I say what he did, because I know he just seemed like he been in jail before, and you know, he got a story to tell.
I think his shit was on some like robbery, burglary type shit with it or some shit like that. It was crazy.
Let me see what you talk about on this end.
Hey, man, you guys are tuned in. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe and like button, man. Big Hurt 916.
That nigga talk like Mike Tyson. Is it this one over there?
Yeah, That's where it gets.
Step into Wix Studio, the platform for agencies and enterprises, and turn website layouts into an art form.
This is where he get his first taste of just everything. Like, this is crazy.
What's up, everybody? Big Hurt 916, getting down fresh out. You know how we do it. Got a special guest, man, bringing fire, and his story is incredible. Owen Hansen, California kid, and man, hey, get your popcorn ready. Owen, man, I know you're from Redondo, played ball at USC, man. Share with our audience how you grew up and how you got into, you know, the whole sports betting thing, playing ball, and, you know, how that came about.
You know, I grew up in Redondo Beach. You know, a lot of people think, oh, he came from money. No, you know, my father was a construction worker. My mother was a librarian. And they parted ways when I was about 8 years old. And my mom left, and my dad, you know, I was sad at the time. I was crying. He's like, son, we don't cry in this household. We're men. He said, let's go to the beach. I said, let's go. Grabbed a bunch of volleyballs, the surfboards, and we took off. You know, 5 blocks away, we lived from the beach, and we got to the sand, and he's just hitting these volleyballs at me, you know, trying to get my mind off my mother. And we're surfing, and he said, this is what life's about.
That's what you call a motherfucking father right there.
He says, I can't afford to put you in college, so you're going to need to figure out a way to get a scholarship. And I just remembered I'll do anything for my dad. You know, I said, okay, I got to help my dad. So, you know, every day I just was down there on the beach playing volleyball. You know, guys 4 times my age I'm playing with, and I'm surfing, and I'm just this California kid, you know, got this blonde hair, you know, a nice tan. And I said, man, this is the life, you know, there's girls everywhere. There's you play volleyball, you know, you watch the AVP back then, St. John Smith, Karch Karai, you know, all these big names, and you're like, oh man, I want to be a professional volleyball player. You know, that's the dream. Like, these guys have the chicks, they get to surf. I mean, this is the life.
This is nice.
And I remember my dad was real strict. You know, 6 p.m. was our curfew, 8 p.m. on the weekends. He wanted me to make sure I was doing my schoolwork and getting good grades. And he put that in my mind. And I knew I didn't want to let him down. So, you know, I got great grades. I had a 3.5 GPA. I graduated in the top of my class. And, you know, I got that offer to play for the University of Southern California. And, you know, big money. You know, my dad doesn't have any money to pay for it. So I was like, man, my mom went there for her master's. My uncle played volleyball there. I got to go there. Like, that's the school I want to go to. You know, there's other schools. There's University of Hawaii, Long Beach State, Pepperdine. I'm like, no, I want to go to USC. So that's what I did. You know, I got there, and I got to this campus, and I was like, man, how am I going to be able to even afford this? Like, I'm driving my grandfather's 1989 Toyota Camry, and everybody around me has BMWs, Mercedes, Denali's, Escalades, American Express black cards. I'm like, holy smokes! Like, I'm screwed. You know, I'm just this son of a.
I'll be back. Let me go use the bathroom.
What's up?
Construction worker. So I'm thinking to myself, man, I got to figure out. I mean, has BMWs,
Right, yeah.
Mercedes, Denali's, Escalades, American Express black cards. I'm like, holy smokes! Like, I'm screwed. You know, I'm just this son of a construction worker. So I'm thinking to myself, man, I got to figure out a hustle, right? I'm thinking to myself, okay, what can I do? So I'm going down fraternity row, and I'm with my volleyball teammates, and I notice everyone is doing that white powder. I'm like, man, they're all doing this below. I'm like, how much do they pay for that? They're like, dude, it's $100.
The white powder.
The white powder.
$100.
You don't even know what it
That's
is. It's just
ridiculous.
white powder.
I said, I got some homeboys back home in Redondo.
Kind of, this man's story is like
Serranos. Maybe they could hook me up.
motherfucking Boston George, you know. It's like some Boston George shit. You ever seen that?
Nah.
Never seen Boston George?
Mm-mm.
The dude who's
I
selling
heard
big
about George, but I never seen him.
selling them big ass pounds of cocaine. I mean, not cocaine, of weed and shit. He started off selling weed. I don't know, Boston George graduated to cocaine, but he got bust down. That story could be about him, but he was like, "Wait, hold on. Wait a minute." They would have mentioned it in
This
this
is that
video.
Detective Shack. Thanks.
Come on. Boston George Hanson. What the fuck? Nah, they ain't the same guy. Yeah, they say George Jacob Jung, nicknamed Boston George and El Americano, was an American drug trafficker and smuggler. He was a major figure in the United States cocaine trade during the 1970s and early 80s. Jung and his partner Carlos Ledor, have I said that right, smuggled cocaine into the United States for the Colombian cartel. Yeah, that's what it was. So yeah, Boston George on the movie. I'm saying that because the same way he's saying how he kind of started, it was like your boy dream. I mean, your boy, like he was out there on the beach and shit. They were smoking or something. He got onto a partner that was selling weed, and then he graduated to cocaine. Then from the cocaine, he was just big popping. Dog, boy had a fucking nigga had like a apartment like mine, just no upstairs.
Right.
Full of money. Like the whole apartment is money in this bitch.
Right.
Gotta watch that movie, dog. The whole apartment just had money in this bitch, dog.
Right.
And same way, dog. That's why I said, what that bitch about him? But nah, he need his own shit. His shit nice.
Yeah, like, his shit crazy.
His shit crazy.
Some homeboys back home in Redondo from the north side, Serenos, maybe they could hook me up and give me a better deal. I called my boy Scrappy. I said, hey, Scraps, these kids up at SC, they love that white girl. I said, is there any way you can hook me up? Like put something on my lap on the front? He's like, I got you. Next day he shows up with a styrofoam container, 8 ounces of fucking top shelf A-grade Colombian cocaine. I'm like, hell yeah. You know, I don't know anything about the game. So he's like, here's a scale, here's the gram bags. You weigh it out, tear it, boom. So I'm learning the game right there. I'm like, okay. He says, they're selling it for 100. He says, why don't you sell it for 50? Undercut the market. He goes, you're only paying $15. So I'm doing the numbers. I'm like, okay, I'm paying $15. I'm more than doubling. Why not, right? So I remember at the time I had just got cut from the volleyball team. And so, you know, this is another part of the story that we should get into. When I got cut from the volleyball team, the coach said, hey, Owen, you know, we can't have you on the team. You need a red shirt. I'm like, what do you mean I need a red shirt? I came to USC to play volleyball. And he says, no. So you need to work on your vertical jump, work on your arm strength. I'm thinking, okay. I can do that. So that day I said, you know what? There's the way for me to get that vertical up, work on my arm strength. I'm going to start taking steroids, you know. And that day I drove to Gold's Gym. I said, hey, what do I need to do? I told this bodybuilder, I said, what do I need to do to work on my arm strength, work on the vertical jump? And he started just listing all these things. You know, you need the Winstrol, maybe a little test. A little
So hold on. Pause.
I'm just writing it all down.
This man said, I needed to get my arm straightened up. I needed to get my vertical up. So he said this day, he said, I drove to Gold's Gym. Then he said he seen a bodybuilder and asked him. The nigga didn't know who the bodybuilder was. He didn't know nothing about nothing. All he knew was I need to go to Gold's Gym to go meet somebody to tell me what I need to know. That's the difference between this nigga and us, nigga. That's the difference.
Facts.
He don't even be like he's not the type of nigga to I gotta think it out, premeditated out. No. Oh, okay. I'm finna go do this. He gonna bust a move.
Yeah, I'm saying he's the type of nigga to go do it. That's why I say that shit is in due, bro. Like this shit was just set in stone because he's that type of guy. It started from when he was little. Like he said, when his dad broke it down to him, look, man, I can't pay for you to go to college, and you gotta go to college. You gotta find a way. So he threw him out to the wolves. You know what I'm saying? And this nigga surviving. He eating.
But even like think about even before that when a nigga said. He said he was crying about, you know, because moms and all that. And dad said, well, hold on, we don't cry in this house. We finna go to the beach. We finna play volleyball. We finna surf. Dad is an action taking ass nigga. Dad ain't no sitting around. Oh no, we finna get into motion.
It was in his blood, bro. Real talk. It was in his blood. That shit in his blood, dog.
That ain't no blood. That's behavior. Anybody can have behavior, bro. Anybody can have a behavior. All you got to do is adapt the behavior. Anybody.
That's facts. That's facts. That's facts.
But it's easy when you talk from a kid. It's hard. Once you're an adult, once you're an adult, it's kind of hard to.
Once you're adult, it should already been set into play to where now you teaching this to your kids or whoever you can get this knowledge to. You feel me? Like for him, he have this knowledge. He gets so much knowledge to. If he have kids, and I don't even know if he have kids or not, but you get that knowledge to them. Not even on the drug side or dealing side of it. I can give you the knowledge of hustle. The hustle is different. You feel me?
He don't even have to say nothing though, because he just lead by example. He ain't got to say nothing. That's crazy. That's man, that shit.
We started just listing all these things. You need the Winstrol, maybe a little test, a little Deca, some sips, blah, blah. I'm just writing it all down. I'm like, okay, I'm going to Tijuana. so fast forward, I get to Tijuana. I go to this pharmacia, and I give them the list. And they're like, here you go. So I take that, and I strap everything on, and I put it on. Pull my compressor shorts over. I got all these steroids just tied to me. I pay like $100 for all these steroids. It was like $20 a bottle. It was so cheap. It's for animals, And I got it all strapped, and I get in through customs, and they said, "You bring anything back?" And my heart dropped, and I was like, "No, I'm not bringing anything back." He goes, "Okay, you're good to go." And that day was the first time I've ever done anything illegal. Okay, that's why I want to tell this story, because I had goosebumps when I crossed that border. I said, "Wow, that was a fucking rush." So that was the first time I did anything against my dad's will. I'm living in college now, and I'm an adult, so I can do what I want. So I got back to USC. I started shooting this stuff up, and I started blowing up. I was like, man, I feel like Superman. So I'm pumping. I'm fucking doing my vertical jumps. I'm taking the Winstrol. I'm becoming a beast. Next thing you know, one of the strength and conditioning coaches at USC sees me and says, "Hey, why don't you try out for the football team?" I said, "Man, Char, I've never played football in my life." I said, "Why would I do that?" He says, "You're an athlete. You could figure it out." Figure it out. I've never even caught a football. And so he says, "You know what? Just give it a try." And I thought to myself, well, what do I got to lose, man? I just got cut from the volleyball team. They want me to redshirt. I said, man, I got nothing going for me. I joined the fraternity. How much fun is that going to be? Like, I'm an athlete. I want to play some sports. So I showed up to this practice. There was 50 guys there, all Americans from junior colleges and high schools. And it's a walk-on practice. Everyone has football cleats, and I show up in my volleyball shoes. I'm like, oh, man, I fucked this one up. And I get there, and, we run a 40. Everyone's running their 40 and doing a vertical jump. And, guys are catching routes. And, now it's my turn. So they throw me 5 balls. I catch 3 out of the 5, and they're like shaking their head like, oh. Then I do the vertical jump, and 36 inches, and they're like, oh. They're like, eyes are lighting up. And this is the Pete Carroll era. You got Pete Carroll over there. You got Norm Chow, Monty Kiffin, and
Pete Carroll.
All of a sudden, I run the 40, and I take off. And little do they know I'm on this gear, right? I'm on this Winstrol. I'm flying. I'm 250 pounds, and I run a 4.640, which is like NFL combine.
Thanks.
And they're with their stopwatch, and they're all looking at their stopwatch like they started it late. They're like, do that again.
They're like, double check.
They're like, let's double check that. So I do it again. 4.6. They're like, holy shit. So now you got Pete Carroll, you got Norm Chow, you got all these big Ed Ogeron, all these big top dogs talking like, who is this kid? You could see like they're interested. So the next drill, the last drill, is the bench press, 225, and you rep it out as many times as you can. You most got to get around like 10, right? And I'm over there, and I'm just like, it's like a couple feathers, and I'm just pumping them, 24, 25, 26, and I just rack it. And then they're like, holy shit, like everyone's like looking at me like, who is this guy? Little do they know I'm on the sauce, right? So I'm on the sauce. So I was like, okay, well, that was fun. I'm sure, I'm not going to make the team. They probably already picked out these guys that are all Americans coming from junior colleges. So I didn't even think about it. Next week, I get Coach Char goes, hey, Hanson, why don't you go check the board, see if you made the team. I said, Char, come on, Joe, knock it off, man. I'm a volleyball player. I didn't make football. Just go check it out. So I get there, and I get up there, and there's There's one name on this. It says USC football and it has the Trojan helmet. And it's one name and it says Owen Hansen. I said, holy shit, I just made the USC football team, dude, a walk-on. So I was calling my dad and he's like, no fucking way. You don't even know how to play football. He's like, you know, I said, Dad, I know I don't know how to play football. That's what's so crazy. He goes, well, congratulations, son. I'm so proud of you, right? So let's get back to that cocaine, right? So I get back and I'm bagging up all these.
It just happens.
It's rush week, right? Fraternity row is just packed. So I got like 200 gram bags just all lined up. And I remember I had my pledge, my fraternity brother. I said, hey buddy, I got to go to practice. We got double days right now. It's time to get ready for season. So we got double days. I got to practice in the morning at 6 and then again at night. I said, do me a favor. I said, there's these grams. Just let everyone know we got a sale. They're $50 a gram. And I said, every time you sell 20, just keep a gram for yourself, just like your commission. He goes, okay, no problem. Didn't think anything of it. I leave, come back to practice. I come back from practice. He goes, we got a problem. I said, what's the problem? He goes, we're sold out. I said, what do you mean we're sold out? He said, I sold all 200 grams. I said, well, that's a good problem to have. So I knew right there. I said, I'm on to something. I'm an entrepreneur. Like I know this is how I'm going to support the cost of living with all these kids that are family members of millionaires, you know, and billionaires. And I'm like, okay, this is how I'm going to support myself. You know, now I can take that hot sorority girl on a date or the girl on the volleyball team on the date. Mm-hmm. I can afford to buy them a cocktail. I can take them out to dinner. You know, next thing you know, 3 months later, I'm driving a Mercedes Benz. You know, I'm starting to fit in. I'm like, I'm the man now. Yeah. So, you know, that's how this thing snowballed. It started just with the grams, and then was on the football team. Next thing you know, everyone's saying, man, how you get so big? Like, we want some of that. So now I'm going across that border every week, doing the same thing, strapping up, bringing it across. I got all the athletes at USC on the shit. It is fucking beast. They're like, man, this dude is the man. Like, dude, I feel like I'm Superman. You know, I got girls want to be with me because I got the bag. I got the athletes want to be with me because I got the gear. I felt like the man. You know, I'm offering this black market concierge service. You know, the next thing you know, people are like, man, we need to stay up for our final exam. Is there any way you can get Adderall? I said, absolutely. So I go down to the border, I get Adderall. And then they're like, man, we can't sleep. Can you get Xanax? I said, I got you. So I go down there and I get Xanax.
Hold on, this is what I'm trying to fucking tell you from earlier. I didn't even see this joint. That's plug, bro. Ain't no way you can't tell me he ain't the plug. Yeah. It don't matter if you drop me off to the hierarchies. You get what I'm saying? I'm the plug, nigga. Listen to this story. Right. Nigga, this shit started when I was way in college with it. Nigga, I'm supplying more than just some fucking steroids. Nigga, I got coke, I got steroids, I got Xanax, I got Adderall, I got whatever you need. Motherfucker, you want some fucking let's call that shit NyQuil? I can get you that too. I can get you the real pure NyQuil.
This nigga does not stop.
He was the plugs, and this shit was written in stone. I'm telling you. Written in stone.
I said, I got you. So I go down there and I get Xanax. And next thing you know, they're like, oh, we want ecstasy for this rave. I said, I got you. I call Scrappy from Northside Redone. I said, hey, Scraps, give me some of those ecstasy. He bring me a boat of ecstasy pills. And now all of a sudden, I got a $3 pill that I'm making $20 on. I'm like, man, this is the legit, you know? Crazy. I got people all throughout the fraternities moving this stuff for me. And I'm like, this is where I started the empire, you know? This is where I got the ambition to keep this thing going. So I have fraternity all on the row selling my product, and I'm just sitting back. I'm playing sports. I'm part of 2 national championship football teams, playing with Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart.
I was about to ask. That's what I was going to ask.
Like, Sean Cody, Mike Reggie Bush, legends of USC, this dynasty. And everyone's like, man, you're the man. You may not be good at football, but you are the man outside the Coliseum. So that's where it all started, and I like that feeling. I like to be the man, but I knew it was just temporary. Because I knew once I graduated college, I had to go work that 9 to 5 because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go to college, get a degree, and go make money legitimate. So I graduated. I got a job working for a big real estate company, a USC alumni. All he wanted me to do is show that national championship rings at certain meetings. He'd have me, I was like this guy that like, I showed the ring to investors and they'd invest money because you got a champion, on your team. And I was kind of like that golden boy at the company. And real estate was great. I was making six figures. It was like my second year out of college. And then all of a sudden, 2007 hits, the recession hits. And I lose my job. He says, hey, sorry, Owen, you're the first one to go. You're the lowest on the totem pole. We wish you the best. And I'm like, oh man, like I'm bummed, man. I went to school to get a job and work that American dream.
Crazy.
And now all of a sudden you told me I'm fired because of the recession. So I'm bummed. I'm calling my dad. I said, Dad, I lost my job. I said, I don't know what to do. And he said, well, shake it off. You'll find something. I'm like, Dad, it's a recession. I'm not going to get a job. And then I remember my dad had an Italian friend that was a bookie. And he was part of his fly fishing club. And I said to my dad, I said, Dad, you know what? I said, I got the perfect business for me. He goes, what's that, son? I said, I could be a bookie. All the customers that I have at USC that are my friends, I said, I could make them my customers for the gambling. And I told my dad, I said, I got all these professional athletes now in the NFL. I could make them my clients for gambling. My dad's like, oh, you know what, son? I'll let you have a meeting, but I don't want you doing this forever. I said, no, Dad, it's just temporary. It's just relax. So I remember I talked to his friend. I'll call him Uncle Tony. So I said, hey, Uncle Tony, I got this great clientele, man. I got USC kids from Newport, Bel Air, Beverly Hills. I got these professional athletes, all these guys that I played football with. I think I could take this business model and start booking bets. And he says, well, you could give it a try, see how you do. And I remember the first 6 months, I made $1 million off of one customer.
Dang.
$1 million the guy lost. And I got paid like 20%. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, why do I only get 20%? This is my customer. Like, I got to figure out a way to get the 80% like Tony and his crew. Like, I want to be like them. So I started going to Costa Rica, which was the mecca of sports betting at the time. And I just would fly over there with my surfer buddies, and I would go to all these different offices that had sports books. And I just learned the business. I would go, okay, so you have a call center, you have servers. Okay, so the servers are for, okay, so it's offshore. Okay, this is what makes it legal in the US. So they call this 1-800 number that points to Costa Rica, and the bets go through these servers. So that makes it the gray area, which makes it legal sports betting because you're betting offshore now. So I go, okay. And I just collected $200,000 from this customer of mine. I said, I'm going to use that money, and I'm going to use that, and I'm going to start my own. And I started Bet O-Dog. And my nickname in school was O-Dog from football. The next thing you know, people started calling me Dr. O-Dog because I started prescribing all these pills to everybody. So I'm like, hey, let's make a Bet O-Dog. So everyone remembered Bet O-Dog from college. Like, fuck, O-Dog, he's got a sports book now. So I went to all those same clients I had in college. They're all working for daddy's company, making 7 figures. I got my professional athletes now that all the guys I played with, they're all in the NFL making, 10 million plus contracts. And next thing you know, I'm offering this VIP service where I basically am Vegas and I bring it to you. So if you got a game in North Carolina, I'll fly to you. I'll provide the platform where you can bet online. You can call anytime. If you need me to bring some party favors, I can bring you party favors. You need women, I got girls that are all my friends. They'll hang out. You want to have bottle service? No problem. I'll take them. So I'm making this VIP service anywhere you are in the world. And I blew up. Everyone's like, man, everyone wants to bet with Bet O-Dog. So I was like, man, like, how do I get out of this? Like, this is fun. My dad's, calling, son, are you done with that sports bet? I said, Dad, I just done, Dad. Yeah. I said, I'm having too much fun. I got A-list celebrities. I got Paris Hilton betting with me. I got big, top-notch clients. Paris Hilton's boyfriend, who's the hair of the chimichanga burrito. His dad's worth $500 million betting with me. We're talking, these guys are betting like $100,000 a week and losing, and I'm just collecting all this cash, just throwing money like it's nothing. I'm like, man, this is where it's at. I start to learn the game that you can have this business all throughout the U.S. and all you have to do is you find someone that's honorable, that you can give them half of whatever they lose, and their job is just to collect the money. They collect the money. If they collect, say, $100,000, you give them a commission of 50%, a lot more than I was making. at 20% when I was young. And I said, if I give everyone 50% in this business, they're all going to want to work with me. So I started to go nationwide. Everyone, my name was big, and then people in Mexico heard about me. Next thing you know, I'm booking bets in Mexico, and that's where this Cartel introduction came. So, I blew the business up, and we bought the house in Costa Rica, we bought the call center in Peru. Next thing you know, we're buying mansions in Mexico, and this thing just went worldwide.
Crazy, man.
And everybody wanted to bet with O-Dog.
That's crazy work, bro. Man, that's a story, though.
That's man.
This is a story, bro.
Man, shout out to Fresh Out for having this platform, man. This is crazy right here.
Facts, man. Cuz just put me on the Fresh Out, man. Definitely shout out to you, Fresh Out, bro.
You know what? We really should have said that when we started, because I knew how good the story was. You know what I'm saying? I had tapped into it, so I should have. Man, shout out to Fresh Out. I might edit that part once this gonna be up, but you know what I'm saying? Take it, cut it, and put that at the beginning.
Yeah. We definitely gonna show love. We gonna show love with any video we get from any reactor, any channel, any YouTube channel. We definitely gonna show love, man. Like I say, shout out to Fresh Out. I can't wait to hear his story. So that's gonna be on. We definitely gonna go live once again. We could do it tomorrow, cuz we'll be back on here tomorrow.
So
I definitely want to hear his story and just some other things, man. Like I definitely enjoyed that one. It was a good one.
This is like watching a movie. You know what I'm saying?
A movie, even with him just describing just not how he started. I'm thinking, man, listen, man.
Prequel.
Owen Hanson, man. I don't know it yet. Nah. I see this video. I'm pretty sure how old is this video, right? It's like a few days old.
Yeah,
right?
it's 9. You know what I'm saying?
7 days old ago. Listen to me, man. I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing. I don't. I ain't big on money. I ain't got no big top dollar. But bro, I would love to tell you, make your story a movie. All right. I got an iPhone that I can use. And I can make that work, bro. Damn, that's a hell of a story.
And I wouldn't be surprised if he already got the movie in production.
I was about to say that too, bro. Somebody gotta have that in works, though. You gotta have that type of movie in works, even if it consists of you putting your own dollar into it. Man, that's a story, bro. That's a hell of a story.
But like, bro, that the whole environment. This goes back to environment. He went to school at USC. That was the perfect place to be.
Oh yeah,
USC. Now then you get on the football team. That fall into your lap. Now you got friends. You got friends, and with all of these rich, wealthy people, they got wealthy parents. You right in the middle. You in a perfect position.
Starts with him being in California. That's where it starts at.
We saying the same thing.
I know, facts, but just being born in Cali, right? He's from Cali, right? If I'm not mistaken. Being born in Cali and just being from Cali, and just that's where it started at. You
but
from California.
Anybody can go to California. You don't have to be from. All right, we're gonna watch some stories. It's gonna be a nigga that up and moved from Alabama and went to California and did his shit because he said, "I'm going over here."
Right.
This is my whole thing. This is where I'm coming from. Anybody can be successful. Anybody can be driven to ambition if they want to be. Like, if all they got to do is get up and take a risk.
That's it.
Like I can have nothing right now and say I'm gonna go to Miami. And if I go to Miami right now and when I get out there and I be that nigga, I can end up getting anything and everything I want out of Miami. But I gotta go there and I gotta seek that shit out. You feel me? I can't go there and then just sit in the house.
That's facts.
I gotta go there. I gotta go there with a mission. And this nigga, he was on a mission. But this is so many niggas. This is from talking about Big Meech to this is just so many niggas. There's so many niggas that just did amazing things. Even illegal. I don't care if it's illegal or illegal. It don't matter to me. If you did some amazing shit, you did some amazing shit.
Yeah, it's amazing, bro. Just like I said, it's just more of the drive he had for me. It's more than just I'm looking deeper than just him smuggling, working for the cartel,
Right.
As he was selling drugs in college, whatever. It was the ambition, the drive for me that he had, which makes it more so inciting. You know what I'm saying? That makes it exciting, but it's just like, damn, this drive that this man had to the will to become something, and then it's still to a point with him is like, I'm doing it. Yeah, the parties, the women and all that's cool. That's what I want. But it's really just I want to be something in life, have something in life. That's what it was with him. He came from nothing. My parents didn't have $1 million trust fund for me and shit like that. So I wanted to become something. And that was that drive,
Right. Shout out to whoever his pops is and his mom. Shout out to them, man. Because his pops for sure. They did his thing because how. And then it's so many niggas. It could be. I'm pretty sure there's another guy out there that went down this route. Plenty of guys that went down this route and got killed. I mean, got unalived.
Yeah.
You know how many people went down this route and got unalived?
Yeah.
People went down this route and was lazy and was stupid and wasn't smart and didn't have that will to push through and didn't make it.
That's why I say the guy who what was the title? Fresh out a video, I forgot. But I think it's like something like the guy who worked for the cartel and lived to tell the tale or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's exactly why you say that, because they got a lot of people that taps into that realm, and
right. They're not valuable enough. You're not valuable enough. This guy was so valuable that they couldn't kill him because he was that valuable. Because the Jefe said, "Damn, this dude always make a way. Damn, this dude always get connects. He the man. Everybody see he the man. He got the juice. He got the juice. We can't kill. We don't want to kill him. Why would we kill him? It's not smart for us to kill him. And one thing about jefes and bosses, top bosses, those guys are not stupid. They're calculated. They're not like your average gangbanger that just do shit because they in their feelings, or your average gangster, wannabe gangster that just, oh, I'm mad, I'm gonna shoot somebody, I'm gonna do a drill. And no, them guys ain't like that. Them guys is like sitting back, okay, we're gonna do this. They got a structure and an order. They got intelligence.
It's all about the money. That's why, because it's all about the money. We ain't making no moves, no on out of the ordinary moves unless it's about money. Everything is about money,
Right.
Everything is about this dollar. I'm not worrying about none of that what you got going on unless you tapped into affecting my money. That's when things go south. Every time. It's always money, bro. Imagine if you can just sell and receive with no problem. Sell and receive, sell and receive. You ain't got no problem with nobody in the world. I don't give a fuck what the motherfucker do. You know what I'm saying? I'm selling, receiving, no problem. I ain't got to worry about no police, no nothing. But that ain't the real world. But if it was like that, there's no problems.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, so it's the focus, because some dudes want to see how many bodies they can catch. Huh?
So it's all about the dollar at the end of the day.
Right. Yeah, this is crazy. This
ain't about the money.
This is insane, bro. But yeah, this was definitely a good this was a good watch, right, Chip, man. This was crazy, dog. And look, I had already watched this. I can't hear you though. No, I can't hear you. Your thing muted or something. Oh, look, you're muted on the thing.
Because I had a shortness in my mic, man. I touched my wire and it got my shit muted, but I should be good now.
But yeah, I was saying, yeah, this was a good watch, man. This was, even though, and look, I had already seen it, but just even watching it the second time, I feel the same way I felt watching it the first time.
Yeah, that's facts. It was a W watch, bro. W watch. Yeah, cuz that's it. I'm coming in New Orleans right now. We supposed to be getting some snowing this morning, you hear me? So
you know what they said, snowing right now?
They say snowing.
I think it's snowing right now on my phone. That's what they say.
You capping?
Let me see. Yeah, it's snowing, bro.
You in Texas though?
I know the ground all got snow all on the ground.
You capped out.
I swear. Look, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna have to show you on my phone though.
Let me check my weather.
I'm gonna show you
Yeah,
on my.
it's not snowing out here yet.
I'm finna take a picture of that shit. That shit crazy.
We supposed to get the snow at 7 a.m., 8 a.m. So we're gonna get the aftermath of y'all shit.
The weather different this year, boy.
But right now it's saying it's 32 degrees outside New Orleans, right? 32.
Look at this shit, man. Well, shit, I don't know how good you can see that, but we got some,
right.
yeah, some shit going on.
Fucking right.
It's crazy, bro. The weather's going crazy this year, man.
Man, it's been crazy, man.
I don't know about 2025. This shit kind of scary. Shit kinda a little different.
2025 is just new beginnings, bro. That's all it is.
For sure.
New beginnings on both sides of the field.
Man, yeah. This is, man. Yeah.
For sure, cuz. I ain't about doing just hop off and give me a late night something to eat, and we gonna be back on it tomorrow, man. Same
All right.
time.
Yeah, that's a bet. Let's do it, man.
So love, cuz.
All right, love you, cuz. We out.